Musa. So
Musa
MD
wasn't even
done
used
his homework.
last
Okay, well,
or
great
yesterday.
to see that preparation come in. Now, yesterday we saw, I mean, we mentioned it earlier, Lulu and Friends being contested everywhere and actually being let through a lot. We'll see, I mean, obviously still on the board. I'm sure we're going to see it at least on one side of this matchup.
Yeah, I mean, MDBB definitely considering the Lulu potentially for the first pick, just as you said. But of course, there are other picks.
Charmy also still has the Young Hung, so
first picks coming out as we see Mo
I'm not
Long.
sure.
Yep, Mo Long
Sierra,
going to be a
Lulu,
highly contested pick continuing from
Colonel,
yesterday.
what's
Sierra,
gonna be?
as you mentioned, I mean, no big surprise. Sierra is pretty, you know, has been here through and through. And Mo Long, I mean, picked a lot, but only sitting at a 50% win rate off of day one.
Yeah,
countered by Okeanos, third, Chengpeng, one of those units. No, not third. Okeanos, Chengpeng, Cardinal, one of those units.
Will not always guarantee a kill unless you have a pair to combo.
Yeah, I mean, we saw some different combos yesterday, right?
Oh.
As we're actually, yeah, I was going to say Lulu and Friends. I mean, 75% win rate. You got to start considering how you're going to deal with this. MDBB also.
Man, I'm tired. I'm still predicting all drafts. Okay, go hey gang, Okeanos. Oh, there it goes with the Yonhong. There it goes with the Yonhong.
Okeanos Yonhong responds out of Charmy. I believe this is the first time we've seen Yonhong out of Charmy.
Yeah, Yonhong. We didn't see Yonhong much yesterday at all. We saw it a couple times coming out from Jack, I believe, paired with that Mo Long, but this time going to be picked away from the Mo Long. And Okeanos, of course, a frequent face we see here in the draft.
Yeah, as you said, Yonhong often a really nice pair with Mo Long. Not going to be available for MDBB today, but the
Molly Juno. I'm not sure if I like those too much in here, though.
Is just great at carrying matches. Now, if you're Charmy, you are definitely concerned about the Juno. You're looking for ways to shut her out or ban her.
Okay, well, we saw some daftness yesterday, perhaps more than we had expected, Peter.
Yeah, daftness. We mentioned that this is a unit that we probably weren't going to see a lot, or at least that's what we said before coming in.
Okay, that's a Molly ban, and it's most likely a...
We're kind of filling in the ranks of the
I would say Lulu ban?
Many of them yesterday.
Probably they're banning Chow again. Chow never made it through, but Chow's overrated.
Yeah, I mean, Chow is such a strong unit, especially when left uncontested. And he is a unit that will definitely be able to take out Juno with no problem, so it gets banned out.
Yep,
why does everyone fear Chow so much? He's bad.
Being banned out as well, not wanting to deal with that. MDBB yesterday, when that M Bison went through, he was able to get victory here in game one of this best of three in the losers round.
Chow has been 100% ban rate so far.
MDBB versus Charmy.
Yeah, the Yonhong opens up right now with the strip, giving his team
he has Sierra
that he wanted. Okeanos has a chance to go for the Spear of Devastation.
No, wait, on the other side, Changpeng, that kind of stuff. So much more scary then.
Gets an additional turn. We see that he's unviolent.
Than the Chow.
Okay,
I don't know.
Yeah, he's going to get 2 stuns and get the
sure, Chow's not bad, but 9 out of 10. It's not that he cleanses everything if he gets a turn. He cleanses one thing. You drop 3 debuffs on him, and he's like, ooh, he can't cleanse the stun. Yeah, 1 out of 3. Not the bad.
Yeah, seeing a lot of contention against that favored pick from MDBB.
Yeah, and we see
heavy proc.
This is going to be able to set up the strip for the fire.
Not the most important target, but
doing some damage onto Sierra. Now, we are
would you rotate S2 into S3? You go straight H3.
Alright, Bison is going to get his turn, puts a little bit of damage down. Sierra sitting a bit low for now.
Yeah, people are really scared for Chow for some reason.
And save her.
Yeah, save her indeed. As we see Lulu, of course, he's got the second skill available for the Sierra, and he's just going to be able to cleanse it right.
Chow, like, I started checking win rates. Chow has legit like a 30% win rate or something.
That really works out for Charmy, and this is the power of the Lulu and Friends we've been seeing all throughout.
Yeah, Lulu and Friends, Yonhong there as well.
Well, they both don't have that high damage, besides Sierra, kind of. And there's like a lot of sustain in the field, so this fight is going to take a while.
Set up for the next turn.
Yep, just keeping herself safe so that she's there to sustain the rest of the team. Lulu being alive has been so important here in the APAC preliminaries.
Right, that glancing debuff did so much work just now onto Changpeng. His skill 3 has completely whiffed, and we see Fire and Bison trying to grab some control. That proc is super important for MDBB. He wants to be cycling his cooldowns.
Yeah, he's going to be able to
the question is who's gonna die first, that Changpeng or that Sierra? I think the Sierra is looking pretty grim right now.
Especially when Lulu cannot cleanse as we see right
If
now,
this
Charmy
procs,
trying to grab
no.
some advantage back.
Heals are up.
Fortunately, he does have skill 3 up. So
Okay,
Sierra
Chongpeng
Pong
dies
is going to
first.
be available for the option as he chooses Chongpeng, and it connects.
All right, so Sierra getting
So
her
then the
next
juice of
turn,
killing
course,
Sierra is
off of that
pretty
bomb,
low.
And there we go, Chongpeng wiped out of the game.
Yeah, now
With
we
that
are
proc,
sitting
it's
on
pretty
a
decent.
4v3. Sierra
Are you gonna
still
trade
main
1 for
focus
1?
of MDBB, but so many heals
Yeah,
are
he's
on
gonna
the
trade
side
1
of
for 1.
Charmy. Juno is right now gonna get the move,
Oh.
and Yun Hong, can she violent? No!
Oh, okay. So not
Yun
able
Hongs these
to
days
get
are
the
Swiss,
mouse
like,
proc and
most
try
of
to
them.
save the Sierra. Sierra also going to be eliminated.
Yeah, Sierra is
So
finally
1 for 1
down.
trick.
With
Let me
Sierra
check
down,
my phone.
Juno is looking to be a lot scarier as she's landing the strip, getting the dots, getting the stun onto Oki.
All right, well, now it's going to be a bit of a sustained fight as well. Of course, we have two great monsters for that on either side. Of the
I'm in the
battlefield.
tournament, but this is for the Korea prelims, and I'm not in Korea, so I'm playing the European prelims,
Also has every single skill available. Blade Dance
which is
gonna
gonna be in
to do
3
more
weeks.
damage onto Fire and Bison.
Yeah, I mean, if this M. Bison goes down, it might look a little scary, Peter, for MDBB.
Yeah,
I think
definitely
Charmy has
scary
this. I
indeed.
think
That's
Charmy
why
has
he
this
needs
because
Molly to
Bison
be there,
and Molly
providing the
both
heals,
scale
the sustain
on
he needs
HP
for
stuff.
Fire and Bison to get his Psycho
So
Crusher
at
skill
some point
back
he
up.
doesn't do
Juno
enough
looking
damage.
for stuns, and she gets it.
Big
All
stun
right,
though.
so the stun onto Yunhong going to buy some extra
How do they
time for
determine
MDBB.
the contestants?
I mean, now
It's
there's
the
so much
ranking
careful
of
calculation needed
your
on both
what's it called?
sides, keeping track of those cooldowns as well.
The ranking of
Yeah,
your
Yunhong
last
right
2
now,
seasons.
She can use Charge Vitality to give more turns to Lulu, but he decides to save it instead for a crucial moment. Now we see Juno, she's not really going to do anything anytime soon because there's so much
That thing is
sustain
on decent
the
despair
enemy
rate so
side.
far.
Yeah, this is turning into a war of attrition now that we've kind of had those key monsters taken out on both sides. Both players just
glancing,
waiting for that
provoke.
perfect window.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and the windows are not going to be open anytime soon. Lulu once again has a heal ready to
Yeah,
go.
do you
along
want to
with
go
a
for the heal
cleanse. At
and
this
cycle?
point, we are probably looking at
He does
about
for
a
that.
minute more of this back and forth.
Does make sense.
All right,
Does make
Peter,
sense.
well,
I think
let's
it's a
just
good play.
record your voice then, and I'll just loop
Unless
it
the
back
thing is stunned
every
again.
10 seconds, and then we'll
Sounds
wait
good.
Do you
until
feel
the window
confident about
happens,
this
because
tournament?
we've seen this
I
a little
think
bit
it's still
yesterday as well,
SWC.
where
It's
just
still
a back and
yeah,
forth,
it's
back and
still
forth until the
RTA,
perfect storm
RNG.
for one
So
of these players.
if you have a really good day,
Windows
like
are starting to get
I didn't
open
upload
as
it
we
yet,
see
but
40%
from
of
America
attack power
yesterday,
increase
Faint
coming
Memory,
out
he just
from
had a
the
crazy
bump
good day
timers.
of like
Juno
really good
looking to
luck.
stack some
Then
damage
you're
with
instantly
skill
in.
one,
If you
but
don't
is
have that
not
kind of
doing
stuff, if
enough
you have a really
damage.
bad day, you're
Yeah,
out.
Juno
So
hasn't been as
yeah,
spectacular
it's what it
just
is.
yet,
So.
and even the M. Bison, of course, wishing he could do just a bit more. A double stun does come out from Okeanos.
Yeah, the stuns were huge, but Juno, of course, can
Like this Juno is stunning like pretty much everything.
Lockdown of her own, looking for the damage, looking for the finishing
No long
blow.
Shizzy,
However,
yeah.
one
Same as
more
this
hit
Juno.
would
This
be-
Juno stunning every
And
turn,
then
man.
Lulu says, not just yet. The game's
Charmy's
not over
actually on an
just
unlucky
yet.
spot
We're
right
gonna
now.
keep playing.
Yeah, the Lulu
But
and
I
Young
do
Hong
think
duo, they got
Charmy's
heals
still
for
gonna
days.
win because
Okeanos with the spear, gonna be
he's
able
just
to
gonna
grab
do
some,
more damage.
control,
At some point
providing,
he's gonna do
to
really
make
heavy
sure
damage.
that the Fire and Bison cannot skill 3 anytime
That
soon.
is also
We
pretty
are
heavy
looking at
damage, though.
Juno versus Sustain, a spear versus shield.
Yeah, I mean, it really just comes down to the last moment, right?
No,
Spear
no.
versus shield.
No,
I
no.
mean, there's a reason that analogy lives through history because it's so
But
hard to
yeah,
tell
you
every
see like the
time.
small chip
Yeah, but the
damage starts to
Okeanos
add up.
procs are definitely coming through.
But the
For
issue is
Charm,
if
she's got
something
skill 3 next
dies
turn. That is
on
definitely
Charmy's
point.
side
One,
before
as
something
we see
dies
Young being
on
taken out real
MDDB
low.
side,
One turn away from charge, vitality.
then he's
Lulu
gonna have an
actually
issue.
does not have any skills.
Okay,
This
it's
is
gonna
a
trade
chance
1 for 1
Juno
again.
to potentially look for something.
Oh,
Juno
not a
got
kill,
that
not a
skill
kill.
one.
I thought that
Looking
would have
down at
killed.
Young Hong. Here it goes, and she's taken down.
Okay,
Gets
he has
it.
issues
All
right
right,
now. He
Young
has
Hong out of
issues.
the
Can he
picture.
kill him that? He
MDBB
does
trying
kill
to
1
stay
for
alive,
1.
but M. Bison
I
also
think
gonna be
Juno
taken
wins
out as an
this.
answer from
I think
Charmy.
Juno wins this.
Right now, one unit is gone for both
But
players.
how tanky is
2v2
this Juno?
the
That's the next
situation.
question.
The Juno damage, though, it is starting to
No,
add
don't
up.
hit the Molly.
Yeah,
The
we're
Molly is
in
way
lap
too
one of
tanky.
the
Hit the
game,
Juno,
Peter,
mate.
where the damage really
Hit the
starts to
Juno,
come from
mate.
every monster on the field.
And look at that, 1 HP left. Lulu's gonna be able to buy some time here with the skill 2 and 3, but for how
Hit the
long?
Juno, hit the
Juno
Juno!
gets like 3 hits on you and you're
Juno,
pretty
you probably
dead.
kill in
And
2
look at her
hits.
cycling the attack
Junos
power.
are not that
Attack
tanky.
power is now up by 70%.
Oh,
He's gonna go S3 right now and then notice that, oh shit, I should have killed the
Juno's
Juno.
able to still carry so much extra damage.
Well, he actually does
Oh!
No, he procs!
Juno's
Oh
with
my
the skill 2
God!
takes that Juno!
No, wait, we're gonna draw! We're gonna draw. These two cannot kill each other. We're gonna draw.
Now it's a battle between
We're gonna draw. These two cannot kill each other. I tried before. These two cannot kill each other. It's
A
impossible.
draw is probably what we're gonna have here. I do
We're
not
gonna
see
draw.
any of these units being able to
We're gonna draw. Oh.
each other out.
This is
First match of the day, a freaking draw.
We had two moments where we thought maybe MDBB was able to just edge it out as the timer started going, and the proc comes in at the perfect moment for Okeanos. And
He should have killed the Juno. He could have won. He should have killed the Juno right away.
Just a little pop here and there.
Yeah, both units heal like at least 3 times the amount of damage they do.
I mean, yeah, there's literal bubbles at each other, both sides. Just cycle through it as much as possible.
One eternity later, yeah, pretty much.
We are having here.
This is peak performance right here. You may not want to believe it, but what we're seeing right
It
here,
actually takes quite a while to draw, as you can notice.
Yeah, we were mentioning Bruiser versus Bruiser.
When Charmy sees this, he's gonna be sad he didn't kill the Juno. Yeah, I think so too. I think if he killed the Juno, like mollies are tanky, man. Juno's a crit rate slot 4.
True bruisers, they'll never die. Neither side, they're just gonna stay alive forever. Forget all the Panda Warriors, forget everyone else. These are the true bruisers of Summoners.
Was there one draw on SWC before? Yes, we had a Leona 1v4ing, and neither of them could kill each other with how to play.
We are all waiting for this suffering to end. This is what happens when healing meta is
Even before Karno? Yeah, I think so, because Juno was actually dealing the heavy damage. Karno was not dealing the heavy damage, Juno was. You are a little bit afraid of counters though.
We're just gonna have to wait out. Of course, you know, both players, everyone knows kind of.
But you have a lot of turns to actually after like the 70-70 mark. You have a lot of turns before the draw actually happens.
What is that gonna do?
2,000! Are you kidding me? This Lulu is definitely equipped with some damage artifacts. Crit damage substats are there. Damage is stacking. You can see the HP bars getting.
Yeah, they could just stop this.
3% per hit. Only
I would have also just put it on auto, to be honest.
Molly with the proc, getting more damage done. That is 6% down. 94% is needed. You can do it, Molly.
Man,
Charmy is poor. Totally understandable.
You have to work through, Peter. That is a lot, and once again, ladies and gentlemen, I mean.
But yeah, this is actually a good time to use to think about your draft, but most people don't do it.
Just being so important on both sides.
What's the commentator's name? I know it's Snow and the other guy, I'm not sure.
This is what it is, but hey, I will say this, Peter. If this is a draw, that's a negative mark on Lulu's win rate, okay? That's not a W anymore,
Yeah,
so that 75% is going to drop down.
Finally, the 2-star is going to drop in the win rate, as you mentioned. And ladies and gentlemen, we are waiting for this situation to get resolved, but it does seem to be continuing on for days as we see the.
I think this is longer than normal.
Being traded.
Are they creating something that you cannot draw or something in SWC right now? I know like before we had a draw, but this is just going on infinitely. Probably they are also asking like to the admins like, yo, maybe right now? Anytime now?
But both players know exactly how to play it, so it just never ends, and you just keep expanding the grid, and it just gets bigger and bigger, but nothing ever connects for either side.
It's like 500 by 500 grid of tic-tac-toe. You have to be...
500 by 500. Can you imagine playing tic-tac-toe?
Snow's the most entertaining commentator though. He's good. The only thing is he doesn't play the game anymore and he doesn't care about the game. He just does the commentating, so he misses out a lot of key points.
It looks like it's not really gonna come to any decisive.
He's a chill guy, but he just does it for like just commentating. That's all.
Yeah, I mean we are preparing for the draw to come. Both players are also just using skill 1s because they don't want to let the timer run out on them.
Oh well, I did hear that he still played or something, but I haven't seen him stream or do like anything for like a long time besides casting.
Sure that we get there. They're doing their best efforts to push this forward so that we are able
Can't
to
Countess like fix this already?
Okay, alright, well ladies and gentlemen, we just got the call that it will be a rematch as it will be a draw here. This game isn't going to end, so off of game 1,
it will be a draw.
You
don't say.
Down to the wire,
You don't say.
to become a rematch off of a draw.
I believe this is actually the first draw in the history of SWC, MDBB, and Charmy.
See, that's what I mean. Wow. Snow doesn't know key things. He just...
Well,
it's not the first draw.
You always wonder about this. We even actually
had a draw with how to play.
Like, is it ever gonna come to an actual draw? Like, what would happen if that actually
And it was an actual draw back then. I'm not sure if they removed it or something, but it was an actual draw back then with how to play and I think Blue Fossil, if I'm not mistaken. And it was a Leona against like Genny Hathor, Artemil against a Leona or something. And neither of them could kill each other because there was too much CC. And yeah.
Their compositions are well thought out so that they don't get knocked out so easily.
Yeah, as you said, both players definitely putting a lot of emphasis on sustain being a strong aspect in the meta to bring some of their own like Lulu, Yunhong, Molly, all three top tier supports when it comes to healing.
Okay, well, ladies and gentlemen, in case you're wondering, it's going to be an entirely new draft as well. It's not like
yeah,
just
they don't have to redraft the same thing in the draw.
You know, then obviously there's a chance that we're just going to be rewatching Deja Vu. So we'll just be.
I actually had a draw especially. It was also really stupid. I had my Asher that couldn't kill or be killed by a Molly and Lulu. But I was about to kill the Molly and then it got a draw.
You gotta wait for that draw decision, and then now you're wondering, okay, so now how do I change it up? Because you don't want to be the one that changes it for worse.
Yeah, I mean, there was a bit of response to the Molly Juno with the Chow pick, right? But of course, when it got banned out, there was not too much damage present.
Would you say had a better comp if they would do same teams? It was a very 50-50 match. It was really down to like who made the first kill. But they actually like how do you get two draws is also like you kill one unit, you lose one unit. You kill with the second unit, you lose the second unit, and so on.
Some of these procs happening at the perfect time for both players as well. So, we're going to be setting up for this match. Ladies and gentlemen, just wipe your memories.
I had a draw against Leona. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, the moment Leona got the her buff and kind of got into meta, I saw a lot more draws in RTA, like in general. I think the amount of draws, because of Leona, increased like the amount of draws in general there by like, I think, like 10 times easily. Because there's really rarely draws.
I mean, definitely cannot give any edge over.
It's more proc definition game, I guess. Bit of micromanagement. I think Charmy should have won. If he focused the Juno first, then Carnal didn't have kill potential. You saw that Juno did a lot of damage, so you can expect it to be squishy. Just have to be a little bit careful because of like the counters, but besides that, I think he had a good shot.
They have to play this match, and they're just going through the gauntlet, right? Some of these other players are waiting in the losers, you know, semifinals, in the losers finals, like Jack, who only has to wait for that final.
She clapped you 1v4. Yeah, there's a few units that can do that. Not always, but Leona's one of those units is good 1v4. Yeah.
Different opponents to try to secure that second spot for Group A here in the APAC preliminaries. So it's going to matter a lot on what your game plan is. This is a bit of an endurance test for both of them.
Right, so that is a great point brought up by you. I hope we see some different
the Dark Paladin.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see if we're going to be able to switch things up. Ladies and gentlemen, in case you're wondering, we are just going to have to reset the lobby as well. So they're going to be working through that. And as soon as it's ready, we'll bring you the game. But, you know, let's take this chance. Now that we have a little bit of breathing room, you know, we jumped right into
a little bit of breathing room. He just started. Man, I'm telling you, if you're casted, this is so annoying. Because they just tell you, fill time, talk about whatever. And like nothing happened yet. You literally just started your day. You legit just started your day. And they're like, just talk, fill time, good luck. Oh man, that's terrible. It's very understandable that that's not the case, but it's just, it's actually not easy to, if someone say like, just talk, say something.
Here we go, back with the round one. So I'm looking at MDBB's profile, and it does say that he likes to use Kaki. So I wonder if we will see a bit of that action coming out in
Wait,
this.
We have the same pre-ban as last. That should also not be allowed.
It's going to be Molong and Wunsa this time around.
Wunsa has the same pre-ban again. They actually restart the whole thing. They messed up. Wunsa should not be able to be pre-banned. Because they have switching pre-bans, this should not be allowed. And he did ban, Charmy ban Molong. Asher Juno, wait, MDBB goes a strange route. Asher is not bad though. Asher is not bad though.
game.
Lulu Chow.
Lulu and Friends
Chow
will
is
be a
terrible
big surprise.
into
Is Charmy gonna go for
Nafties.
it
Too
again?
many debuffs.
Yeah, that is the question that we are
But people
all
are afraid of
looking
it.
for
Maybe I
answers
should just
to
draft it
Chow.
because people are afraid. I don't know.
Potentially
Chow is
being
not that good.
there. Once again, deal with the Juno. We are
It's
very
one of those
happy to
units
see
that you think like,
lock in.
oh, this is so
Alright,
good right
yeah,
now,
of
and
course, the question
you
is,
fight it
MVB,
once, and you're like,
does he just automatically go for
it's
that
not that
boost ban
bad.
as well?
He just-
Charmy, of course, still has
it's not
one
that
pick
great.
left, so we'll see if he throws some more considerations for MDBB. Now waiting for the last picks on
Chew, I
MDBB's
see
side.
a lot of
Yeah, we
holes
see
in the
Chief
draft
there.
of
MDBB heavily committing
MDBB.
to potentially,
It's lacking
first
sustain, it's
turn.
lacking
But
damage,
need to
it's...
see the last pick being some form of damage.
I'm
or
not
at
sure,
least control.
Savannah.
Savannah brings a bit of both.
Well, I
Definitely a
guess
strong unit
shoots.
in that regard. As we see double
Leo?
Dragon
Leo
Knight,
is
the
kind of
brother.
smart. I think it's gonna be
Alright,
Leo
well,
ban
okay, he was
if he picks it.
considering the Wind Dragon Knight. We'll see if he decides to stick
And
to
I
it.
guess
Wouldn't
it's gonna
too
be
surprising,
a
of course,
Savannah
given,
ban.
what you mentioned about MDBB's picks so far.
He just has to play something that you
Regarding
think
what
like,
is gonna
okay,
be the
Savannah ban.
last 10
If he goes
seconds
Tetra right
counting
now,
down, he has a lot to consider.
if Charmy goes
Oh,
Tetra right now, he's in a
back to
pretty
True
good spot.
Faithful.
The Yun Hong
Juno
is
faster?
being
Probably, but
considered,
there's no
and we
damage.
get it locked in. So we've seen that
If you
Charmy
go
has
Tetra
the
here,
Yun
he
Hong,
would have won.
moving first in the previous game, so I wouldn't be too surprised to see that this unit is
Yeah,
very
Juno is
fast
the
at
second
speed,
stripper,
definitely
but
gonna
there's
be
no damage.
pressing
Like, who's gonna do
MDBB
damage on the side of
first turn
NDBB if
left
there was a
contested
Tetra
with
on
the
the
speed
side of
leader. So
Charmy?
we are waiting on the
Tetra
fans
Chow
to
would have
get
soloed
locked
this whole
in
team.
now. If you're MDBB, are you scared?
So I
of
think I'm pretty
Yun Hong
sure
grabbing
Savannah
first
ban
stock?
and
If
probably
you are,
Lulu
do you
or
ban
Chow ban.
Sierra? Do you ban Yun Hong?
Yeah, there's some questions here to be considered. It's
Oh,
going
okay,
to be
well,
the
goes
ban on
Yun Hong.
so Chow will be going through this time.
Well, if he had a
Meanwhile,
Tetra, then
Savannah
Tetra
being
would have been
banned
bad.
down
It's
against
0-0
MDBB
still.
by Charmy.
But
Peter,
yeah, I
this
do
is
like
going to be
the
back to
team
game
of
one
Charmy
for
more.
MDBB versus Charmy here in the Group A losers bracket round 1.
And we get right into the match with Ezra grabbing
So let's
turn
see
one.
what this
Chiwu
Neftis is
follow
gonna
up with
do
the strength.
when, yeah.
So there
Okay,
is
so
gonna be Nef skill
Juno
two
here
coming
is
out.
useless.
The only problem is there's the setup, but there's no follow-up. So at this point,
Okay.
MDBB wants to have the debuff stick, of course, which Chow
So
can
he's
blend.
gonna
And he
aim
wants
for
to
the
use a
Sierra
single
probably
target
with...
damage to take things down
Does
one
Sierra
by
die?
one.
That's my question.
Okay, we're finally getting to see Chow in action. We'll see how much impact it has in this game.
Ooh,
one.
no
Oh,
return.
tried to pass back to
Juno's
Juno,
gonna,
but it
or
is
Sierra's
out
gonna
for
die
now,
though.
as we see
This
Juno
will
land
kill
some
Sierra.
damage onto Sierra. Escher
That's a
on
weak
the
Asher,
follow-up.
but...
Okay, Asher. MDBB brought out
Ooh, the
Asher
back proc.
yesterday. Wasn't able to
Ooh,
really
the miss
secure a
though.
win. It might be a little different today.
The miss.
Yeah, Sierra
The
surviving with
22%
1
in the
HP, but the bomb
15%
did not
checker.
connect. So there's not too much advantage flowing on the side of Charmy off that. And we see now Neftis. She's going to be using the skill 1 to get some control down onto Lulu.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen how important it is to make sure you keep that Lulu locked down if you want
If he
to
actually
edge
killed
in these
the,
matchups.
what's it called? If he killed
Heroes
the
now going for a Rain of Stones.
Sierra right away,
It does mean
then
that
he
is
would have
going to
had
win.
his
Only
skill up
on
again.
one target
Boy,
at
up
this
your
point.
crit
Escher
rate.
is real low.
I've been saying
We're
this a
looking
bunch
at
already,
answers
man,
from
but people,
Chow.
they don't up crit
Lulu,
rates.
can these two pull the game
They
back?
do not,
Yeah,
and
all eyes on
at
that
crit
Water
rates.
Dragon Knight now. Can it happen? Escher is able to bring the health up a little bit for himself. And
I haven't seen real Luxec so
Yano's
far.
trying to
It's
buy
pretty
time,
50-50.
preventing that armor break
But
from
yeah,
coming
like I said,
anytime
Chow
soon.
barely does that
Just
much
one
damage.
armor break, and
Okay,
that
this
would
is
make
shoot
Chow
kill,
a
right?
lot more easier to kill, as we see
Why is
Justice.
everyone
It is
afraid of
not
Chow?
enough to kill, but it'll get
Why is
only
everyone afraid of
scarier
Chow?
and scarier.
He does
yeah,
nothing.
Escher going to get the finishing blow onto Okeano. So as you mentioned, Peter, it comes down to Lulu and Chow. Can they make it happen? 2v4.
Everyone bans Chow, and now you see the first Chow. It's like, what does he do actually?
Charmy, because he recognizes that Chow is the only one that can win the game for him at this
Well, let's see if
point.
he can solo,
Massacre
actually.
coming out doing some
I
decent
think
amount of
the only
damage.
reason he
Lulu's
could
gonna
solo
heal it right back
is
up
because
as
of
we see Chow now
Lulu
taking a
there.
turn, taking down the Escher.
Okay, things are starting to open up. I mean, we've seen all the Dragon Knights do some crazy things. Chow, can he make it happen here in this
Chow is
best of
also
three?
pretty squish.
The damage coming out from Juno and Chiwu, but it's not enough. And Lulu is healing up the Chow for so much. Even
Ooh,
though
as a
skill
nasty
one,
proc.
Nef with some response of her
Oh,
own, but
cleanses the armor break straight
went
up.
passive.
Oh my gosh.
The
Chow,
only thing he didn't
everything
want to
working
have
out
cleansed
for
out
him
was
so
cleansed
far,
right
and
away.
with the attributes as well. Charmy sitting relatively okay despite the numbers disadvantage.
No, Charmy is not
Yeah,
sitting
I think
okay,
at
man.
this point,
These
things
casters
are
don't know, man.
definitely looking
These
scary
casters
for
don't know,
MDBB,
man.
because even if he takes out Lulu, Chow has his
Ooh,
own
that's a nasty
healing
proc
as
though.
he gets
That
the
is a
final proc.
nasty
That
proc
does
though,
mean
but
Justice is
yeah,
available
you're gonna
in
lose
turn,
Lulu
and
here.
it will do
You
enough
do
damage
have
to take
your
out
skill
Juno.
up again.
So we are looking at a 2v1 coming coming soon.
Okay.
Is gonna do 20
Can Chao actually win this?
Okay,
I think he should be able to win this.
against MD.
I think he should be able to win this unless...
I mean, so far from what we've seen, he continues to get use of
Depends
that
who
passive.
procs more. Like, if Naftis has more procs, then it might actually favor him. Glancing still lands stuff.
Block the healing on this guy. He will always be healing. You can only take him out with damage.
Okay, it's starting to stack up.
Yeah, the damage.
Yeah, if Naftis has one proc, he's dead.
That is a question as we have Neff here. Attack 40%, but no proc out of Neff. Chow, you're looking for
oh, no critter?
Not proc, however.
No critter?
Sleeve attack, going for damage. Neff, you need to get the finishing blow.
Yep, dead.
And he gets the proc. He's able to finish
the first one to proc would have killed the thing. See, Chow is not that good. Chow gets soloed by 2 supports. Chow gets soloed by 2 supports. How is Chow supposed to 1v4? It's impossible. Chow's not that good. Also, he missed crit rate, which... Also, you need him on them. You do need him on them.
They now do great damage with artifacts.
Yeah, you mentioned that yesterday, and it continues to be true today.
Why Juno first? I'm also not sure about why Juno first, to be honest. In this case, I would kill Naftis before Juno. Maybe he's watching the chat, and then he was like, last round, go. Wait. Wait, oh yeah, that's possible.
Coming out on the SWC 2021 APAC preliminary. Both players putting heavy
Buff him to heal 50% each turn. Yeah. I think he could have won both matches so far.
Was on the receiving end. MDBB says, I do not want to have to deal with that.
Juno has potential against Chow if she crits a lot.
Neftis going to be banned out, and now that does leave
it's easier than Neftis, but you feel like, oh, I can cleanse, so I can handle a Neftis, right? But not really. Molong Carnal, Lulu Okeanos.
Very familiar faces in the Sierra Molong, Fire, and Bison. Okeanos Lulu also no strangers as well, as we see the Sierra win rate 72.7%.
Maybe a Changpong, Chiwu, makes sense.
So strong throughout almost every meta, and she is still uncontested on that.
Yeah, I feel like Sierra is just everywhere, no matter what. She's never really
Asher still.
Out.
Don't really like Asher in this scenario. Asher is just a really worse Yan Hong, pretty much. Like sometimes it's good, but if you have a Yan Hong on the other side, you just draft a net 3 version of a net 5. 72% win rate, amazing, almost. Liking Charmy's draft yet again.
Good single target damage dealers, 3 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, that's the thing. Chow is heavily countered by putting up a lot of debuffs. He just cleanses 1 debuff, which is good, but if you have 6, good luck. You did.
For Group A of the APAC preliminaries, now just waiting for the last pick of MDBB. What is he looking to round out here?
To be honest, we are seeing the same strategy again, right? Through the Escher, through the Chiwu.
Chow back? No, you don't want to Chow this. You don't want to Chow this. What's with all the Chows? Why do you have 3 out of 3 Chows so far?
Both players agreeing with kind of what the strategy has been and what
okay, that's probably a Luluban then, yes. Luluban on left side. And right side, maybe Carnal Ben?
If you're Charmy, that Chow is definitely an eyesore, because if your Sierra gets banned out, it could be
Sierra ban is also an option.
difficult to take out Chow.
Yeah, that's something you have to consider. I mean, do you just ban off of that
Sierra
one
and
information? And there you go, as you called it out, Peter.
I would have probably banned out. I would say Carnal. I think Carnal ban is more important. And I would go resist lead. Wait, what? Cardinals are not always max ag. Okay, and the Molong is for sure not max ag. Why so many Chows in Zozi? I don't know. So the pants, can he one-shot something? Not really at this point. Why is Molong faster than Carnal? Well, it makes sense if there was no other stripper, but can you do enough damage? That's the question. Yes. Okay, fair. See, that's what Chow wouldn't have done that. Chow would have not even been done close to that. Molong just annihilates 1 unit. Chow would have done nothing. He would have like, that's it. So this match is for MDBB, and then Charmy is actually out. Then it's a 2-0, and Charmy is already out.
Yeah, Lulu and friends. you know,
Gonna
getting
build
maybe
a
bit
Chow
of
now.
load
I
on
already have Chow
here with
built.
these
I
rocks,
tested
not
Chow
gonna be able to
already.
do
It was not that
too
good.
much, but of course still able to try to do a little bit of tick damage.
Yeah, so at this point, if you're MDBB, you're looking to utilize
Okay,
Escher to
okay,
sustain your
decent
way
stuns.
back up,
How
wait
much
for
can we
Molong to get
stun
his
back?
skills back, as we see
Ooh, you
Okeanos
kind of need an
missing
Okeanos
those two
stun.
targets.
Or
That is
not
definitely
a,
helpful for
you kind of
MDBB.
need it,
Yep,
what's it called?
MDBB gonna be fairly happy about
A
that.
Molong stun.
Yeah, we
But he
see
still
a
has
very
potential to
smart
come back
positioning
actually.
of
There
the armor
is
break
comeback
from MDBB.
potential
He
because
placed
Lulu
it
is
on
just a
Lulu,
dumb
so
unit.
that it's a lot
Simply
harder for
said.
Lulu to go for the skill 2 on.
I would heal Okeanos for sure.
All right, so Charmy
Yep, he
still going to have
agrees.
to keep wood. That just has to try to keep that Okeanos alive. But as you mentioned, there is a consequence
He's
that
going for a
follows.
provoke.
Yeah,
Yep,
so we
makes
see the armor
sense.
break sticking on the Lulu.
Stunts.
Dragon Stance
No
will be doing some
stunts.
decent damage, but no stun.
Yeah, and Asher just going to try to help.
Okay, how
start
much damage can
burning
this
down that
Juno do
Okeanos.
to
Not
kill
gonna
out the
do
Molong?
too
If
much
the
damage
Molong
just
dies,
yet, but we'll
he
see
has a
if the
really
time
good
does
shot.
Wow!
Yo, that's a
Damage.
big proc!
Lulu, are you gonna
I will
try to
kill.
finish
I
the
would.
job, or
Do
are
you kill though?
over the
I don't
hills
think
here?
it kills.
I
I don't think it kills, but
go for the
I would
kill.
gamble as well. He needed that critter.
Listen,
I'm pretty
alright,
sure he
so
needed that
Lulu
critter. Otherwise, it would be like
taking out
300 HP
Molong.
left.
That's going to be a huge
Now he
win
has
for Charmy
potential to
this
win
match.
again. This thing procs
I
back?
mean,
No.
right now, Charmy is looking to solo the match with the Juno. Molong being down does make things a lot easier.
I would go for the
Juno,
Helicarna.
as we see him
Stun the
considering
Carnal.
what to
Stun
do.
the Carnal.
Skill 1, that Escher is pretty tanky though.
Yeah, the Escher pretty tanky, and as you called
Well,
out
you have to
earlier,
go as
Peter,
3.
I mean, that's kind of the sustain point for MDBB.
Lulu crit more
with
damage.
the sore eyesight
Yes.
for Charmy. I don't know if he's going to be able to do enough damage in time.
Yeah, I mean, we
Yes.
have units here like Escher, like Fire.
Oh, the heal block give back is also pretty big.
Based on their max HP. So as time goes on, they
That
get
does.
weaker. As
That
time
Juno
goes
is
on,
very
Juno gets
big
stronger.
damage. That
Alright,
Juno
so
is
it's going to
very,
be
very big
another
damage.
time battle, it seems,
That's a
as-
really good Juno. That's the thing that Charmy has. He has crazy runes.
Gonna land stun onto 2 targets here.
But 2.4 Ks?
Bison, but it does not.
But he's crit damage.
Juno says goodbye.
The Juno's crit
Fire
damage. He's
Bison.
lacking crit
Okay,
rate.
so that's a huge damage
It's a
point for
crit
MDBB
damage
taken
Juno.
out, and
So it's
he
probably
called it out,
pretty
Escher going
squish.
to start getting weaker
And he's
weaker
missing
as
critters.
Juno able to keep the lockdown on
So
him.
it's for sure not crit damage. Or for sure not crit rate.
At this point,
Because it's going
Charmy looking to
1.5
take a
and then
match
2.4.
right back for his
So that means
side.
that you need like at least like
1-1.
130 crit
Alright,
damage
tied
to do that.
1-1. Charmy brings it back. And ladies and gentlemen, we had a ton of 2-0s yesterday, but now that it's for elimination or to stay
Which is
alive,
still an
rather,
interesting thing.
in this bracket, both
Especially if
players
there's an
getting in
armor
their
break.
ball.
If there's an
Tied
armor
1-1
break,
in
this
best
Juno's
of
gonna
three.
hit up to
Charmy
like
and
4
MDBB
Ks or
still
something.
alive for one more game to see who moves on in the losers bracket here for
Why
group
Lulu's
A
so
of the
broken?
APEC
Yeah, because I
preliminaries.
called Lulu
Right,
being
so
OP
far
like
we have
3
seen
months
a
ago and everyone was
lot
like, oh,
of
okay,
bruisers
nerf
just being
Lulu.
paired with Okeanos
Call it.
from,
The unit
Charmy,
is stupid and
for
OP.
MDBB, we have seen a lot of Chiwu, Escher type of comps coming out, but this is the match that decides it all. I wonder if we're going to see a different strategy now.
Yeah, I mean, of course, big eyes on the pre-bans. Last time we had the mirror pre-bans for that Neftis. That means it is going to be
Hope they nerf
available.
that this
I wonder
season.
if
Probably
MDBB
will.
does
I also
continue
kind of
to
expect Carnal to
prioritize
be
that
nerfed
Neftis.
slightly.
And on the side of Charmy, does he switch it up or does he still just try to stick with that same composition,
Best of 3?
same thought
Yes.
process that you mentioned?
I think it's best of 3 all the way until the final round,
draft
pretty
for
much.
Game number 3.
So we see a different pre-ban this time from MDBB. He was banning Wu
Banning
before,
Yun Hong.
He banned Nev. Now he bans Yun Hong.
So
realizing
Wunsa's in,
that
but
this is
Charmy
that
doesn't really
Charmy
like
has
to
utilized
use
a
Wunsa
lot
in
to good
tournaments, it
success.
seems.
Yeah, so Yun Hong going to be banned out. Of course, Neftis being open. MDBB does not
Sierra
hesitate. And the
Okeanos.
Sierra Okeanos combo comes
In-
out once again as high priority.
So far in
for
Korea, they
Charmy.
favor Okeanos
Priority
more than
indeed.
Carnal,
Sierra
and
Okeanos, we
well,
have seen,
you mostly see
especially
both on the
Sierra
field anyhow,
boasting that
but
high win rate earlier,
I think in
so
NA they
definitely
favor
no
Carnal
surprise
here.
to see that unit as we see Fire and
Just a
Bison
3.5,
making
no,
an appearance.
just 3.
He is starting to
Until
become
all the way at the
very
end, and then they
familiar
have best of
face.
5.
You know, if you pick him, you're usually not in the wrong.
Yep, and meanwhile, of course, Okeanos also boasting a lot of picks.
And
Not
a
as great of
Lolo.
win rate, but just showing how common he is.
Ban
considered high
Lulu,
priority
easy
for a
win
lot of
against
these players.
Charmy?
This
Yeah, I
time,
guess so.
Lulu and
The
Friends
Chow ban was
is going
super
to be
useless.
taken away by MDBB.
Right, so Charmy has been utilizing that monster to a lot of
No, wait,
success.
was
and
Chow on the other
MDBB
side? Yeah, Chow was
finally
on the other
sick of it,
side.
Takes a sustain for himself. Charmy opting for the Juno. This is also another heavily contested unit between these players. As we see
Juno Molly, it's not
seems
bad.
like Molly's like the
It's not
second
bad,
go-to
but are we
after
going for a
Lulu.
draw again? or-
Yeah, we're seeing kind of Molly right up
It's
against
one of those
right
like
anytime we
safe
see that
picks
Lulu
I don't
getting
really
off
know
an
what to
answer
do.
with that Molly to make sure that they are able to sustain themselves. So Juno going to be locked in once again for Charmy as well. I mean, Juno did a lot of work. Now,
yeah, Charmy's Juno
do we
is good.
continue to kinda
Charmy's
see
Juno is
that
hella good.
contention against Juno with something like the Chow?
Oh,
okay.
Marsha. Haven't seen
First
Marsha yet in
time we are
SWC
seeing
so far.
Masha here potentially as MDBB, considering this pick right
Here
now.
comes Chow
It is
again,
up against
probably.
A bunch of fire and wind, no water on
What's
the
with
side
these
of Charmy. And
Chows?
now MDBB takes another damage.
Did Chow actually get...
so much damage with
Chow
the
has
net.
0% win
Okay,
rate,
so
if I'm not mistaken.
MDBB just
This
looking to try to
Pontus?
finish things off, and Charmy says,
Wow.
not so easily.
The secret weapon has been taken out by Charmy.
Charmy,
He
you
has been
played
saving it
6
for when it
matches and you
mattered
have
the
draft
most.
Pontus
The first
once?
time we are seeing a Pontos out of him, this is going to be a very strong pick
What?
against Masha, against Fire and Bison. So we see
Yeah,
Lucia
Lulu ban
getting
Pontus
banned
ban makes
out.
most sense.
Okay, yeah, so no big surprise there, but the Lulu also being banned out against MDBB,
So,
Charmy kind of has an edge with the Molly
I guess
on
I
that
gotta
side,
give
but
this
you called it out,
to...
Peter. MDBB has so much
Well,
damage
depends like
ready to
how
go.
well
Yeah, there's
MDBB
not
can
much
survive turn
protection
1.
for Charmy at this point against all the damage coming out from MDBB. Molly is pretty much the only one there, providing some healing and glancing. So that is what Charmy
Yeah,
is
that's
preying
the
on, as we have
issue.
Lokianos grabbing first turn. This is very
This Marsha
important
can do
because
hella
now he
damage.
looks
This
to
Marsha's
control
actually
the
dangerous.
one unit down as
Ooh,
it
and
gets
that's
first.
bad. That
Oh,
is
not gonna
bad,
be able to take
bad,
advantage
bad.
of that first turn for himself.
Yep, he noticed
That
that
arc
that
break
unit
connected
didn't have
with
so
more vital
much...
clock, meaning Juno's already down to about 30%
So much
HP.
juice.
Definitely a scary area.
Wait, why
but
was
if
there
you
no
are
heal block?
Juno, Chow with the skill too. Does he have
Oh,
enough?
glancing, of course.
Oh, we'll have to keep an
That's
eye on that.
glancing.
If Juno gets wiped out this early, it's not going to be good news, but MDBB knows exactly what he has to do.
Yeah, I mean,
Glancing
we're seeing
because of
more
passive,
damage being
yes.
dealt on the Juno. MDB
No, this
knows
is
that
pretty
the
bad
Juno
for
healing
MD
can
or
be
for
very scary to
Charmy.
deal with, especially
Don't
when you
really
got a
see him
Nexus,
coming back
and
from
we see
this one,
Sierra
though.
going for the bomb onto
Last
the
one he had
Fire and
potential,
Bison.
this one
He
no.
doesn't want the Psycho Crusher, but the bomb, it does not land
27k,
stun.
armor break,
Yeah,
yep.
and of course, Juno going to be wiped out very easily by Chow, so already losing out.
Oh my
Ooh, Marsha going heavy
my
turns.
gosh,
Yeah,
this
the
Masha's
tele kills.
popping
GG.
off in this game
GG.
3, Peter.
GG.
Masha making an
Oh,
appearance,
Charmy tilted.
and she is here to make sure that her name is
GG.
remembered.
MDBB wins it.
Yeah,
swiftly
MDBB knew
in
she was
G3,
squishy, and then that
started off
Marsha
the
pick is
drop.
really,
We went
really
for the
smart.
restart of the
I would do
match,
same
and
thing,
MDBB
Marsha,
says,
Barbara,
"Alright, I've
Barbara
had
against
enough,
Sierra,
Charmy.
that's good,
I
but
have taken you out.
that was a
2-1
smart one.
victory for him in this best of 3 as he stays alive in the losers bracket.
Well,
of Group
Marsha
A
did
in the
proc,
APAC
like double,
preliminaries.
which helps out a lot, but
Absolutely well played by
you do
MDBB
know
there,
that Juno
switching
is
up his
off-will,
strat at the
full
last
target
moment, and
for
we see
like
it
single
come
target
through
hits and
for
that
him.
kind of stuff,
Yeah,
so...
I mean, great selection by MDBB, and of course being able to focus
Yeah, it
down
was a
that
solid
Juno
draft for him.
so easily, so early. Just a huge
But to be
move
honest,
for him,
Charmy should have
and
won in
things
like the
just
first
didn't
match,
quite
there was a
line
draw,
up
and the
for
second
Charmy,
match.
and he is now out of this tournament. I mean, third place.
Sure that he can survive whatever procs coming out from
Okay,
Lucky
let's
God
see.
as he gets
Wait, we
right
have
into
both
the
heavy
match
LD
of
spam
Lucky
on
God
both
and
sides,
Juan.
pre-ban,
Yep,
Lulu.
Juan going to be on the right side, Lucky God on your left. We already have the pre-bans.
Juan
for
has a
game
whole
1
bunch of LDs
in
as
this
well.
best of 3 of the losers bracket round 1 for Group A in the APAC preliminaries. Lulu and Friends and Ganymede being banned out, and then Molong being
I
picked
still,
again. No
I do
surprises
think
just
Jogun is
yet.
still pretty
Yeah,
strong,
I
but
mean,
we don't see it as
pre-ban
much.
and the
We actually
first
see
picks
a lot of
are
like
seeming pretty standard,
bruiser-ish
just as
meta,
Seiishizo,
to be honest. We
I
don't see
wouldn't
that
be
many
surprised
CC
to see
cleaves
something like
in
Okeanos
SWC,
coming
both
out,
NA
somebody
and
like Okeana if he wants to
Korea
secure
so
that
far.
early. There are
There's
so
not
many
that many
options for Lucky
CC
God
cleaves.
as
There's a
he's
few,
thinking
but
about actually switching it up
it's not a big
Taking
thing.
out the Sierra means that he most likely changed his mind
Probably
right
go Sierra,
now
Jogun.
about the
Well, there we
whole
have it. There we
entire
have it.
draft.
Jogun Naftis, let's go.
Okay, so Jogun
Hey
was
gang,
picked
makes sense.
early. We haven't seen
Want to
that
see
a lot.
Lucio?
We've seen him
Maybe
picked up
in
here and there
Japan.
towards the
Japan
end,
is
but then
more of like
Nexus
the
as well.
normal cleaves
Yeah,
kind
I
of stuff.
mean, Jogun
But
and
Tian
Nexus
Lang actually
and
counters
Tian
Hey Gang
Lang. I
really
feel
good.
like this is an entry that we
Because
haven't
every
seen
time
from Lucky God
Hey Gang
yesterday.
tries to boost up,
Going
Tian
back
Lang
to
gets
some of his
boosted even
old
more.
strategies,
That's why
we
Tian Lang
see
is so good
great
right now.
response from the Juan. This is going to be a very strong counter to the Jogun, but of course
We saw more
yesterday,
CC Cleave in
many
America?
of the
Yeah,
senior
true.
strippers are
They are
not
like
working.
what Lucky
Yeah,
God is
we
drafting
saw-
right
we've
now,
seen
I
some
would call like
counters
CC
work around
Cleave.
that. Oh,
And we have
boy,
only
we did
Yuki on the
see
right
Akagi
side,
being
nice.
picked yesterday. It was banned out against
nice.
Juan himself.
I
We'll
like
see if
that.
he gets through. He still
How do you
wants
counter
to try
that?
to
He
make
kinda
use
needs a
of
second
this
AoE
monster.
stripper, and
Yeah, I mean,
but also that
Unjumped
friend
is
might
a
be
unit
tech.
that I personally have never gotten to see in action, neither at
I would go for
SWC
another AoE
nor
stripper.
ladder, because this
Maybe a
unit has
Chiwu,
always
Gianna,
been
something
getting
like that.
banned out.
If
So
you
I
go
really hope
Gianna,
that
then
I'll
it's
get to see
pretty
some
certain that you
Unguilty
have to get rid of of the
today,
Onyuki.
as we see Gianna rounding off the team comp.
Light
for
Kaki
Lucky
still
God,
SOP.
that is always gonna
True,
be a
true.
consistent choice.
That's one of the
Both
reasons that Fame Memory got in,
matches
because
as we now get to
Light,
ban.
like the Kinky,
Okay, so
Oh!
Kinky is
Just
pretty
gonna be
much an
banned out, and the
LD5,
Fran being
pretty
banned
much.
out against Swan.
Okay, I'm curious if this Ongmyuki is gonna go hard.
All right,
Actually,
gonna see
no,
the
wait.
power of
Ongmyuki
this
is
Dark
cleansed by
Archbishop. We'll
Heigang.
see if it works out for Juan this time around. He seems to have
Ongmyuki
been
is
wanting
cleansed
to
by
use his
Heigang.
mark.
That's
Ladies and
actually
gentlemen,
bad.
it
He's
is
countering
game one
himself.
between these
If
two
the
players,
Gianna
the
moves
best of three
first,
in the
you can
losing
just use
bracket.
S3.
Here we go. Gianna grabbing the first turn.
Yeah,
looking
and
for
then that thing is
AoE
gone.
stun, but look at the
Oh, and
combos
that
coming
stun
out
is
from
pretty
the
bad, I
passive
think.
of
That stun
Heigang.
might be
And now
pretty
Swarm
bad.
Trap is gonna be landed. Oh,
I'm not sure if you want to do that stun there, to be
Okay,
honest.
so the Ongmyuki might still have a good chance here. Of course, the stun's still there for now.
Okay, he did
Yeah,
left
I mean,
that.
at
How?
this point, the armor break
No
connects.
pushback,
There
no
was
pushback.
attack
That is
reflection
actually
on
bad,
Ongmyuki,
because otherwise you
nor
could drop a
Mo
bomb
Long.
and it
If
would
you're
die
Mo
to a
Long
dot.
right now, you need
But
to
that
make sure
Ongmyuki
you
might
do
actually have
everything
potential
you need
to
do in
Hala
this turn.
annihilate
As we
this
see
team.
Ongmyuki with the
Oh
24,000.
my gosh!
Yeah,
if the
that's
combo
that's
works out,
nasty. If
Mo
he had the
Long for
pushback on the
setup,
Ongmyuki, he had a
for the
way better
finish. One
shot.
knocked out already, and Savannah almost about to have
But
to
this
hop off
Colonel's
the
going
beast
ham,
again.
he's done.
Yeah, I mean, things are
Lucky
definitely
God is gonna
looking
lose.
rough for Lucky God right now. 1 second, he was full HP. The other, now look at him. His Savannah's about to get dismounted as we see the Cardinal coming out with the sword, rain into a proc.
Okay, so Savannah does have to hop
Ongmyuki
off of
is
the
OP.
beast. Ongmyuki with all that extra damage on the passive is able to just wipe her out. I mean, the Ongmyuki, there's a reason he's feared.
On Yoki, man, the name speaks for itself. Look at the damage coming
Yeah,
out
Ongmyuki
from
is a
this
really good
guy.
unit.
I believe this is pretty much why we are not gonna see
On
this
paper,
guy
Ongmyuki is
ever
weaker than
again.
Suki, am I right?
Wow,
No.
Juan just
Oh,
showing
hell
the
no.
power of
Way better
Ongmyuki.
passive,
I mean,
and
this
net
is
5
kind of what
stats.
he wanted to set up yesterday alongside that light Rhea as well. The Ongmyuki got banned out. Eventually, the comp doesn't work out, but this time it's Mo Long with the setup.
It's weaker.
And then it's going to be Ongmyuki getting the
Not
first kill,
really.
then setting up himself for the second kill onto the Savannah. Juan takes the
Would he?
first game.
No,
in the best of
if he
three
gets
as we watch these
what
two
technically
players
is a
face off in
50%
the
boost, and the
losing
other one
bracket,
could boost
round one of the
more,
APAC
but
Preliminaries Group A.
Yeah, I mean, that was
it's
absolutely
100%
insane
boost,
from
but the
Juan.
base stats are so
He
much
knew
higher.
that even if he
And then
lets
you have your,
someone
all
get
of your
turn
multipliers
one,
of your
he
runes
had
on
enough
your
of a
base
comeback
stats,
on
so
turn two, so he was
it
not
is a
concerned at all. So
50
well
and
played
50
from Juan
against a
as we get
250
right
if it's
into
full
match
stacked, which is
number
very
2
unlikely.
between Lucky God and Juan.
But the
Okay,
base
so
stats
we're
are
looking
already
at the
higher.
pre-bans from last game. Lulu and Friends and Ganymede both will be open this time around. See what we have
Sup,
in
Firas?
store for these players.
Taking your will attack grind.
You know, are you that scared of the Ongmyuki that it just gets banned out right away?
He get
Probably not.
banned.
It's going to be the Heigang and the Mo
And Mo Long ban.
being
Oh,
pre-banned.
Mo Long ban?
Yeah, I do like that ban coming out from Lucky God because
I like the
last match,
Heigang ban,
we
but
saw
I
Gianna
don't really
getting
see
four-man
Lucky
stun,
God
but
using
it
Mo
got
Long.
cleansed away, and that
He
was
took
a
fire
result
HP
of
gem.
Heigang.
Oh, really?
And of course, that
Didn't even
unit
notice.
is very scary, especially into units like Gianna. So Lucky God taking that out does mean that he's gonna have a lot better usage of Gianna.
So we're
in
going back
this
to
round.
CC up again.
Okay, Sierra
Sierra,
still going to
Gianna.
be the most contested
Naftis
as Lucky
plus
God
one.
wants to secure
Countered
that
by the
Oracle
Lulu
for
Cardinal.
himself. Lulu and Friends being
Okeanos,
open,
probably Cardinal.
and of course not being picked right away means it's available.
Taking it
But
back.
Juan,
Nope.
you know, maybe reconsidering just a little bit. I mean, you know,
I
don't
legit
you can
think
really blame
Lulu is
anyone
most
for just
picked
snagging Lulu
unit.
and Friends right away as he secures that
Okay, then we
pick
go
alongside
Naftis
the Cardinal.
Gianna, I
Yeah,
guess.
I mean,
Or
once again, pretty standard
Gianna
picks.
plus
This has been
Ganny.
the plug and play for most of these
Those are
players.
good
We are
options.
seeing
I would go
them
Gianna
take,
Ganny here, I
pretty much
guess.
just the top meta picks for the first 3 or 4 picks, and then the last 2 or 3 picks is where you really start
I don't like the
countering your
Fran.
opponent.
Well, we'll see
I do
what
not like the
Lucky
Fran.
God has in store. Looking at Fran for himself, the
Okeanos is okay, but I don't really like the Fran. Nyx.
Yeah, I mean, Fran is definitely
Hey, Firas,
an
you're watching?
unit. Ever
You're
since
watching?
he came out and got into the meta,
Yo,
this
draft.
unit has been very prevalent, but it seems like these days, players are opting more for rather Lulu,
Ongmyuki
Long,
Nyx.
Yunhong. So this is going to be what?
The Ongmyuki not only returns, but now it's going to be the Dark
You don't
Dragon
really want to
is coming out
Gianna,
for
like you
Juan.
kind of have to ban
Oh my,
the Ongmyuki.
Juan
I
has
can make
just
this team.
all
Yeah, get the
these
Ongmyuki.
cards prepared, so many options for himself.
Yeah,
But
I
the
mean,
Gianna
we got to see their little
doesn't
flash
seem
of
to be
Okeanos'
that good
win
right
rate.
now.
He is
I don't
not
think you want to
looking
draft
pretty
Gianna
today.
into this right now.
46% win rate so far.
That's why the
here
Fran,
in
if
APAC
he put
preliminaries. As
Gianna on the
Lucky
Fran
God
slot, it would have been
considering
better.
Gianna putting in a daftness now,
So then you have an open slot to do
recognizes
something
that
else.
he needs more damage at this
But
point.
with that,
Mix it
the
with
Fran is
passive,
kind of, I don't know.
always allowing debuffs to get resisted. He also allows debuffs
Yeah,
from
putting the
Juan
Fran in
to
slot
become
2 just made him
extended by
like
a turn. But
have like a
there's
really
definitely
weird
too much
draft,
synergy going
and then the
in that
answer to it
department
was
for Juan.
that good
Yeah, it
that he
seems like
couldn't really
for
fit
now
in a
it's going to
proper
be
Gianna.
mostly defensive
Gianna's so
as
hard.
we are
There's
looking
literally
at the Fire
pretty
Monkey
much
being
4
the
units on
last
the
pick
board
for
that counter
Juan.
Gianna
To
here.
be honest,
Watch
if
him
I was
still
Juan,
ban Gianna.
okay,
Oh no, he
I
doesn't.
would ban either one of the
Makes
Damage
all
or
the sense.
Fran
Makes all the
to make
sense.
sure that
Resist
there's no
lead.
sustained response from Lucky God.
I don't know if
full usage out of the
Lucky
Bruiser,
God
and
needs
that
some
is
good luck
exactly
on
what
this one
happened.
to win.
Of course, on Gyoki gonna get banned out again because Lucky God felt the
Would you go
pain
HP lead or
flames
resist lead
of
here
on
though?
Gyoki.
I would probably go
resist
resist lead against the Daphnis
times in
mainly.
a row after what we saw in game 1. So Juan currently leading 1-0 in this best of 3.
Lucky God
Lucky
answering
God
with
loses, he is out
Act
of
lead.
the
That
tournament.
does make
Juan gets
sense.
to move on in the bracket. It
That
is going
does
to be a
make
best of 3.
sense.
So losers bracket round
Why
1
do people
between
never
Juan
use
and
Bastet?
Lucky
It's
God
not
in
that
Group
good of a
A of
unit.
the APEC preliminaries. Game 2 begins right now.
Here we go.
Okay.
Gianna with a field once again, but of course Nick's
Okay.
passive is there.
Oh, and
to
doesn't
prevent
stun the
stuns from
Lulu.
connecting,
Lulu
and because
OP.
all the beneficial effects have been
Nick's
removed,
Lulu OP.
Okeanos can follow up, but
You have to use
Daphnis
this too.
cannot get an armor break.
All right, well, we talked
Or you
about
do
the
that.
Daphnis a little bit yesterday.
Or you don't.
Oh!
You saw that you're getting outspat. You have to
So
pay
what
attention,
happens
bro.
now
Lulu
is
Nick's
Lucky
OP.
God clearly wanted to
Furious,
take
this is
out
how you're gonna
Lulu
win.
first, but because she
Lulu
moved
Nick's OP.
right after Daphnis, she was able
Nick's
to get
OP.
immunity, and now, Juan, you're gonna get your turn.
I still didn't.
Lucky
What?
God not able
Wait,
to really
Firas, what?
capitalize on that window.
Yeah, I mean, here
Lulu
comes
is
the
so
stun.
man. I've been
It's
seeing
3
like
turns
Lulu
low,
as the most
extended
picked
by
unit in the
Nick's
last
passive.
SWC,
Have to see the
like
provokes
2
and
days of
everything that's gonna be
SWC
coming
or
out.
2 like
Also
sessions for
extended.
SWC.
He's thinking about going for provoke or either the attack bar absorption. I do agree with going that first.
Okay, so now the Knicks really starting
Lulu
to
is
show a
by
lot of
far
that
most
power that
drafted,
comes from
pretty
the
sure.
passive.
Yeah, even more
It's
control
also
with
currently the
increased ult
only
time out of
2-star
Nick.
that
Of
is
course, a
drafted.
3-turn defense break from Mei Huang
And
is
3-star.
there to stay
There's no
for
other
a long
3-stars that
time.
have been
As
drafted.
Sierra
And there's
goes down,
barely a
and things
4-star
are
that
not
has been
looking good
drafted
for
actually.
Lucky God.
Yeah, I mean, again,
It's pretty much Nets
Nets
5s and Lulu.
of this game where Lucky God had that small window, but wasn't able to take care of the Lulu, and then Juan just gets to answer all right back.
Yeah,
Probably
the spin
Sierra
coming out
second.
from
Oh,
the
Asher.
Knicks
Yeah,
as we
Asher
see
was
the
drafted.
two-turn
True.
provoke being landed out by Cardinal. Juan looking so good in this match right now. All he needs is the Mei Huang to use skill 2, Fire Monkey Juan, and take out the Okeanos.
Oh my gosh, it's all coming together. So much control in favor of Juan as he's gonna get the stun continues, and
Rip
Daphnis
Lucky
is
God.
not able to get another turn. Because of that, gets wiped out by the Cardinal.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, there's no hope of a comeback for Lucky God as we see him concede.
Chow most drafted. Chow highest
Wow.
ban
I
rate.
mean, Juan takes the
Chow
win
highest lose
swiftly
rate.
in a 2-0, coming in with some new picks. I mean, just showing the true wealth of options he has as he's going
Oh, I
through
see
these
our trash
different
at the
matchups,
Cardinals.
and he's going to win off the back of very
The
different monsters than
Cardinal
what
from
we've seen
Charmy was
every other
very
player
good.
here
Was
in
Charmy
Group
or
A.
someone
Juan
else?
gets to move on in the
No,
losers
Shizzy.
bracket,
Shizzy
and
had
that
a
does
crazy
mean
Cardinal.
Lucky God of Group A in the SWC 2021 8-pack preliminaries.
Yeah, I've had like a
Here
whole
we
bunch of
go.
units.
We
I
are
didn't.
back
If I
in
don't
the
like to
pre-ban
skill up the
screen
unit,
as
I'd
we
probably
see the
feed it.
Molong and Okeanos
That's mainly the thing.
banned out. So these are once again
Molong
pretty
ban,
familiar
Okeanos
pre-bans
ban.
at this point. Wouldn't be too surprised to see Sierra being traded.
Lulu first
since
pick.
Oki is banned. There are many options
probably
for
Seiishizo.
MDBB Lulu, of
Wow.
course.
Okay, no hesitation at all, Lulu and friends. And then
Yep, okay,
right
let's
back
continue.
from 4,
Ragdoll
maybe
friend,
it's
sure,
Ragdoll
Sierra,
and Fran coming out for his
Okeanos.
first
Oh no, wait,
picks.
Okeanos
Yeah, I mean,
bans.
we are seeing Fran
Sierra
picked
Cardinal.
here again. Fran, I wonder when we're gonna see her, you know, coming in with so much consistency,
Okay.
feeling, being that utility support that these players.
Okay.
What?
Oh, the
Okay.
Onimushas continue to just dominate the
We got a
draft as
Fuki
we
plus
see both
Suki.
the wind and the
Okay,
water
those are hard
Onimushas.
counters to
Onimushas
Ragdoll. That
coming
is
out
very
for
true.
MDBB. I
He's
mean,
hard
we're
countering
continuing to see
Ragdoll. Wait,
more
he goes all the
Dragonite,
way, he
we're continuing
goes
to see
the
more of
Kaki
these
Kiki everything.
Onimushas, and we'll see what they can do. Of course, all
Yeah,
the
we had
Onimushas
Kinky on the other
just
side.
doing so much
But
extra
Kinky is
damage
hella
as
countered by the
Bruiser.
others.
Oh my gosh!
Onimusha
And then there's
again.
Kinky is countered by all
Kinky
Onimushas.
for
That's
Baby
dumb.
as well. 3 Onimushas.
Wow!
4 Onimushas on the round board. Let's just fill them all up.
Now
Yo,
he's
that's
leading
dumb.
Yoki up in here
What
as
the
the boss of all.
But
of
this
the
is dope, though.
Brotherhood.
Oh,
He's thinking it.
wow. Okay,
Is he
so,
going for it? He's
very
going
much
for
a
it.
different
Oh,
draft than
man.
we've
Wow.
normally seen. Wow.
This guy is
Okay,
doing-
3 Onimushas.
Wait, this guy's doing
MDB's
16-star
plan is just
RTA.
throw Onimushas, support them with the sustain from behind.
This guy's doing, or is
Exactly
16?
as you said.
No, I cannot
2
count.
healers, 3 3
This is
on
18-star
Muchas
RTA.
versus 1. Can 3v1 show the numbers advantage?
Oh, well,
You
we'll
have to
see.
ban
I
the
mean, do
Rika, though.
any of these get banned out? I
You
mean,
have to ban the
especially
Rika.
on the side, if you're
Because
looking at
Lulu's
for
most
Baby's
likely banned.
perspective, okay, it's still going to
Okay,
be the
that Rika
Lulu
is
and
gonna
Friends,
annihilate
really
your ass.
respecting just how much sustain that Lulu and Friends can bring
But the Kinky
single-handedly.
pick is
Right,
really
Poor
bad.
Baby
Kinky is
absolutely
hella
has
countered
banned
by
Lulu
all
there because he
Onimushas.
wanted to let his Rika shine. Now, we are getting into match as we see a extremely
But
fast
yeah, the
Conky,
Rika
but
pick
there
is
is
really
no,
good.
exposed
Full
target, so
armor
there will
or
not be
full
armor
immunity,
break
which is also
landing,
good.
But the Molly is there for the strip as we see armor break
Okay.
coming out.
I would go S2.
Okay, not
Wouldn't
able
go
to
S3
do
yet,
anything off that
yes.
just yet. The Toy Knight.
Yeah, I mean, the
Just
Toy Knight
slows.
is there, of course, to provide the attack speed
Oh,
slow.
focusing the
That debuff can be
Fuki first
very,
is
very
dangerous.
scary,
Fuki does a
especially
lot
on
and a
bruisers
lot
who
of
are
damage.
usually
But can you
rude,
annihilate
to not the
Fuki's
highest
ass right
speed
here?
levels, as we see Diana looking to see some
I think he
damage.
can.
Okay, Diana Pew Pew.
Oof.
And the Pew Pew connects, dealing a massive amount of damage, and that is almost it for the win
Yep.
on Onimusha as he goes down.
Okay, one Onimusha down, 2 more to go for
Wow,
Poor
not
Baby.
landing
Of course,
many
one of
stuff
his
because of
own
that.
as well.
Yeah, I mean, at this
Ooh,
point,
nasty.
the Cocky Brock is here.
Oh,
and
There
does
were a lot
massive
of
damage.
misses on.
That
He
this
actually
is
has
what the
potential to win.
Onimushas
He
live
actually
for.
has
I mean,
potential to
they are
win.
just there to pound the
Because
damage
that
against
S3
the
barely did
enemy
anything.
team, and so far with the Proc Cocky able to make it happen.
He's
Yeah,
gonna
I mean,
win.
keep in
He
mind
is
that
going to
Suiki,
win.
The more monsters around
Triple
him get
Onimusha
returned,
is going
the
to win.
stronger his attack power becomes. So he's been charging up this hit for a while, as we see.
Oh, not as much just yet. Needs a couple more turns.
Those
to
procs
cycle.
do help.
Final
Those
balls
procs
there.
do help, not gonna
Can he
lie.
do it? And he does it.
Fixes it, and it is able to take out Rika. So now it's
But
two Onimushas
if this thing
versus one,
procs,
and then,
if
of
this
course,
thing
the
procs, it
Ragdoll as
annihilates
well.
too.
Oh!
Big damage from the Ragdoll.
Big damage indeed, as we now see.
Oh, he's
just
going for
one
stunts.
and
Does he
one
land stunts?
Onimusha
Stunts on the
brothers
wrong
left
one.
against each other.
Aight.
Suiki, do you show him that you're the
Aye.
better brother?
Holy
Aye.
moly, you mentioned it, Peter. The damage continues to stack up to a maximum point.
Wait,
Suiki
wait, this is
trying to
torrent
make this
range.
happen for
If he has,
MDBB.
he has to
Yeah,
S2.
I mean, this is where it
Otherwise
gets
it's torrent
scary,
range.
because you have to play on the torrent, excellently predicted and calculated by MDBB. The torrent is not there for ignore defense. This is the torrent.
That was
we are
risky.
looking
That
at
was really
Suiki
risky.
to
One
get the
proc
wild
from the
dance.
And he just
Ragdoll, and he
swipes
would have
the board
lost.
Clear. MDBB going to be
But yeah, that was a fun one.
taking
That was a fun
off
one.
the back of
Did not really
three
expect to see this.
Onimushas. Not one, not two. You saw that correctly. It was 3
Suki better than
Onimushas
Onnyoki.
coming out for
Onnyoki
him.
wasn't
Poor
there.
Baby tries to
Onnyoki
answer
would have
with one of
annihilated
his
this whole
own,
team.
and then continuing to try to make use of that Ragdoll doesn't happen.
But all of the
MDBB
Onimushas
1-0
actually
in this
counter
best of
Kinky.
3.
I cannot believe that word, Chobra. This is
Kinky
right
was a
now
bad pick.
just showing
Kinky
how
didn't do too
strong
much.
these Onimushas
And it's
are.
hella countered
Who
by
cares
pretty much
about,
all of
like,
the
CC,
Onimushas.
you know, calculating skill cooldowns when you can just bring damage.
Yeah, you just stack it on. I mean, the players all mentioned it. We continued to talk about it yesterday, Peter, about how all the players said Onimushas are getting stronger and stronger because of the meta shift. We didn't see them as much on day 1, but off the start here in day 2, we've just seen, I think, all of them now. At least on the
Luluban.
board, right? We've seen Onnyoki earlier. We've seen
Oh
every
man,
single
you have
attribute.
so
Yeah,
many
I mean,
good
we've seen
LD
Kinky just now
units,
from
net
Core Baby
5
as well, as you
units,
mentioned.
everything
So we
units,
have
right?
gotten each of the
What is
flavors now.
pre-banned
Of
on
course,
nap
this
2?
is going to be round number 2. So the question is, will MDBB try the same strategy again? Because these type of cheeses tend to work only on round 1.
Yeah, we'll have to see if he has something else prepared. Mo Long continuing to just sit at that 50% win rate, but still picked very, very frequently, of course, otherwise pre-banned as well. We are in game 2 of MDBB versus 4Baby in the losers bracket round 2. It is a
Well, we
best
see
of
Joe
3.
Guns. I haven't
MDBB
seen that many
one
Joe
win away
Guns, at least
from
not early
continuing
picks.
on in this bracket.
Yeah, I mean, we see, as I said earlier, MDBB
Oh, Keanu's in there.
switching it up now. He doesn't want to use the same strategy again when the opponent can this time use all 5 monsters to counter that type of team comp. So Sierra Jogun is there. Jogun,
Taking
of
his
course,
time.
is the
Kinky's
unit
not
that
a
has
good pick right
lot
now.
of spotlight on him.
Fran is
Can
an
he
option,
still do his
but,
job
yeah.
after the nerf? That is what we're looking at.
Goes for the
changes
Fran,
to
the
Jogun
Ragdoll.
definitely
Ragdoll's
on
always
the
good.
players' minds, as we can tell, and perhaps a lot of these other monsters popping up, maybe making it a bit harder to just rely only on Jogun to make something happen for your team. 4Baby going to be locked
Does he
in
goes
that Fran
more
once
of the
again alongside
Onnyoki's
Ragdoll.
again?
So still kind of keeping to the
He could
strong
go
monsters
Fuki
he's
plus
relied
Suki
on
again, but
through
I'm not sure if
and
it's
through.
really
We'll
that
see how
good.
MDBB answers.
Diana,
MDBB,
decent.
of course, this is one of my
Molly,
favorite players because he will always, or at least almost always, respond with some type of damage. A bruiser,
Antares? I
through
haven't
the
seen
Diana,
many
as we
Antares
see
yet.
4Baby taking a
And
page
Antares
out of
is
Jack's
actually
book.
counted by
He sees
Jogun and
Diana,
Sierra.
and of course, Antares is being considered.
We've seen it do some good damage yesterday.
Rika,
in terms
I like
of
the
turn
Rika.
Control, so we'll see if that continues. And the Rika does return. Now, Rika just wrecked every game she was in yesterday. Today, she got wiped out early, but this time it's not 3 Hanamushas on the other side.
Okay, we got the
MDBB
Dark
continuing
Ranger.
to just throw
Interesting. So
curveball
that's a
after
friend ban,
curveball here in
100%
the
friend ban.
draft. Does it continue to
Molly
work out
ban.
for him, though? He's come
Okay.
in with a lot of thought
So there's
behind
no
him.
sustain on the right
Yeah, I
side,
mean,
so he's just
to be
playing for
honest,
no
this last
sustain.
unit, it's even
But
hard
on the
to
left side
pronounce
also
name.
no
I'm just gonna call
sustain.
it Dark Elven Ranger. It's like Isolin,
Okay,
Isolin.
okay,
I
interesting.
don't even know.
Not sure how
Dark
this is gonna
Elven
pan out.
Ranger you shall be as we get into the game.
Full
It's hard to
will,
see the Elven
nice.
Ranger,
Full will,
what she
that's
can
why you
do.
draft Antares
Shogun
into it.
grabbing
Full
the
will.
first turn, misses strips on a lot
I
of
would go
targets,
S2,
but
you have
Mohawk
to do
is
S2.
going to move now.
You have to
Okay,
do
Molong,
S2.
we've seen
You have to
Molong
strip
able
like the
to try to
Sierra
burst people
and
down.
probably the
Currently,
Isolin.
MDBB is up 1-0. Baby desperately
Strips
needs
it all.
Oh,
Oh, that's
just
so
wants to go
good.
for the
Rika's
AoE.
doing Rika
Yeah,
things
I
right
mean,
now.
we see
Rika's gonna
Diana
wreck it.
now shielding everything up.
Stuns!
Rika using the dots, of
Yo,
course,
we're done.
because
We're
it
done.
is a
Rika
open
too OP.
field. As
Isolin
we
not
see
doing jack
3
shit.
stuns out of
Useless
Rika,
pick.
followed up by an Antares stun.
Useless pick.
What are these
Reckless.
despair procs?
Oh my.
Yeah, you can do that.
turns
Even
all just
Despair's
given because
like,
of that stun,
ooh,
and
who
that's gonna
cares
be
if you're
one
stunned?
unit already down for MDBB.
Yeah, I mean, those despair procs, man, were so top.
Molong actually did a proper
stroke
stroke there.
And we're not even getting to see the power of Dark
Rika
Elven
OP.
Ranger. We have
But
seen
Molong
one
had the good
usage of
setup.
the
It was
passive.
only
They
because
got
of
to dot
Molong
up
good
Molong
setup.
and stun it, but look at the Dark Elven Ranger. She is just locked out.
He's gonna
This is
switch.
giving you flashbacks
Oh,
to yesterday's
good thing you don't
game where
switch
we saw
because
Trevor come
Antares.
out, and Trevor never
Kinda
saw a
weak
turn.
Antares, but,
History
well,
might repeat
works,
itself
I guess.
here for the Dark Elven Ranger.
Yeah, I mean, Ragdoll looking to make sure that she goes down very soon. Molong also doing some damage of his own. And we see the Dark Elven Ranger trying
Yeah, the
once
difference is
again,
it's
but
just
is
one
it
turn
great?
dot, so sure,
I would
50%
have to
damage
say
for
so. I mean,
counter
all
is a
the
lot,
dots, and
but
then Antares
yeah.
is going to make sure to secure that kill. It is now a 2v4, not looking so good for MDBB.
Not looking so good indeed. Diana, she can transform technically while the Antares is locked up, but there's just so
Yeah,
many tanky targets.
she can
Now,
transform,
one
but she pretty
chance.
much
This
kills
is all
herself
you
on
get for
dots.
MDBB. Can it happen?
Yeah, you hit the
Here we go.
Ragdoll, you're
We're
dead.
going to Pew Pew Town as we see the 2000 being dished out
2.4
by
case is
Diana.
pretty weak for
The attack
Diana
power
these
goes
days.
up. This is the one chance she has, and she does not get it.
And there we go. The dots
You should be able to
finishing
do
off
more damage than
everyone
that.
else as well. So for
GG4 baby,
going
like
to
this
be
draft, like
taking
this draft.
That victory here to tie things up against
Unlucky start on
MDBB.
Isolin.
Took a beating
A
against
bit, a bit.
Antares in game one, but answers right back.
When
Is
Molong's
not phased by the
strips,
Dark
you-
Elven
everyone
Ranger,
actually
and he's going to
surprised.
be able to
True. It was a good
continue in
Molong.
this best of three.
What is decent damage for our
Seeing a
Diana?
classic strategy out of
3 to
4Baby here.
3.5s.
When you see your opponent with an experienced lineup,
Whoops, sorry.
lack of immunity, lack of cleansing.
Tried to mute my
Rika,
mic,
and
but I
so
was too late.
far, Rika has been working out great into those team comps, as you pointed out, Chobra, and honestly, are we gonna see the Dark Elven Ranger again?
I'm going to say no.
Thank you.
I'm just going to go ahead and say, listen, I don't know exactly how things could have gone differently, but
A
nothing
Lulu ban?
happened with the Dark
Wait, they're
Elven
actually
Ranger.
like
So perhaps
doing Lulu bans
something
like back and
else to
forth.
Consider. I mean, MDBB was in the lead, but now they are tied 1-1 as you see the pre-bans here in game 3 of this losers bracket match in Group A.
Right, so in the match previously, we've seen the Despair procs from 4Baby just
Molong
completely
first pick.
carry the match
Be
right
healthy,
away from
yeah.
the first turn he moved. So is MDBB
Yeah,
gonna be
randomly
a lot
they
more
got a call,
conscious of
something,
that?
I don't know.
Yes, I do think so. So he goes for the Molong first, takes it away from 4Baby because that has been a successful pick for his opponent.
4Baby now has to consider some other choices. The Fran's still there alongside the Ragdoll, so still
Ragdoll
going
Fran every
with
time.
that kind of foundation that
The
he's
4Baby
built
is
for
really
himself
liking
for all
that
of these
Fran
team
plus
comps.
Ragdoll.
Yeah, I mean, as you said, Fran
It's not a bad
Ragdoll
combination,
very
but
consistent as the
not sure if
starter
you need
lineup,
Fran that
and
much,
Molly
that
gonna be
early.
there to
Ragdoll
make
early
sure
is fine.
That Molong, after he recklesses, he can still heal back up a little. Just a very fantastic support overall.
All right, Molly. We've seen time and time again. I mean, the Lulu's banned out, right? So it's Molly and Fran kind of being traded back.
Fang Yang is actually a
are
good
we
counter
going- are we
against
going
Ragdoll
Warriors
stuff.
now instead of the
We're going
Onimushas?
weird bruises
And
like
the
throughout with
Warrior
these guys.
duo is here to make some action happen. As we remember this Feng Yan, you know, this is a pick that can
Ooh,
pop
Dark
off.
Demon.
Yeah, Fang Yang. Oh,
With the Diana, you don't want to Diana into a Molly this early.
More new picks as 4baby rounds. Are we just going
Yo,
off the grid right now? I mean,
yo,
now
he
we're
goes.
seeing Water and Bison being highlighted, not a monster we
Water
had
Bison?
all expected to see during
This
these
guy all over the
preliminaries.
place, bro.
MDBB. Remember this name into your hearts. He is here to make sure that he can show whatever strategies he has brought. He is not afraid to try them out.
Probably
one by
Rika
one.
Lespik. No, would you Rika Lespik?
He
No,
locks
it's actually
it
pretty
in.
easy.
Water and
You
Bison
just
gets
see
through,
on
and the
Lespik, ban up
vertical as
Molly,
well
GG.
For MDBB, now just one
You
pick
just see
left
on Lespik, you
for
ban up
4baby.
Molly, GG.
We'll see. I mean, he picked the Beelzebub as well, so this is some new strategy
Is
coming
he
up
memeing?
from
I don't know.
4baby.
Right,
Literally,
so on the
go
side,
see on last pick.
MDBB,
No,
he's got
not
a very
Rika.
big
You see
strategy.
wrong
He's got a bit
elements.
of everything, and
Dumb
he's
shit.
trying to make it all come
Sorry.
together. 4baby, he's had a lot of bruisers.
No,
but
if that was a
the
Sion, would
Rika
be so
last
much
pick
better. Well, I
has
was
worked out
banned
too
in the
great
in
last
the end,
game, so
how, but
MDBB gonna ban it out. It is going to
I
be a match
do
between
think
bruisers.
that
This is
4baby
going
is
to be
actually
game
having a better
3
draft.
in
It
this
is
best of
tuned.
3
It's
between
closely
MDBB
tuned,
and
actually.
4baby trying to stay alive in the losers bracket of Group A and the APAC preliminaries.
Yeah.
Reckless as we see the water.
But
And Bison destroying
how much did that do, man? Come on, like,
Of course,
to be
destroyed
honest.
HP means the Diana's never gonna
It
get
could have
back.
been something
Her
that could
damage is
actually
also
kill it.
significantly reduced.
If there
As
was
we have
if there was an
Bison,
Icarus,
he
it would
is
have killed it.
available to go for the
They
top
did nothing.
top, but
If there was an Icarus, he would have died.
when there's
Now
immunity.
nothing dies.
Just trying to
What's the
keep
point?
that Diana at bay. So Diana just
Cool
like,
that you
"Oh,
use
look up,"
fun
and
shit, but that was
Beelzebub
dumb.
Getting the proc, getting the kill. Molong is gone at this point.
Like,
And
oh, it
of
looks
course,
cool to
Birdhound is
destroy,
very
but
exposed. There is now
sure,
no
he's
point for
destroying
him.
HP, so what?
And Bison trying what he can to destroy Diana even more.
Yeah, just trying
He could
to
have killed
chip away
Diana.
Here and there, of course, continuing
Won't
to
do
try
as
to
much
increase
damage
that
anymore.
max HP. So
Isn't that of
Diana
max
is
HP?
kept
I'm not
at
sure.
bay,
Would
but
it
still
actually lower the
alive, and
HP
that's
by a
what
lot?
matters.
Yeah, I mean, Water and
I'm not
Bison
sure.
trying to grab whatever control
Does get a
he
bunch
can.
of procs, that
proc
does help out,
absolutely
more than
crucial for him.
anything, to
He
be
wants
honest.
make sure the demon is not left uncontested.
Okay,
Do you wanna kill the
and
demon
now
right now? I don't think you
Forrester,
wanna kill the
we've seen
demon
what
right now.
the Panda Warrior can do yesterday.
Yeah, I mean, he's not proccing so far in this match in moments where he needs it. So we're going to see Diana.
Okay, let's see how
grab
much
the
this
turn
does.
here,
I'm actually not sure if you
transforming,
destroy
but
it,
of course,
it
the
reduces
damage
the
is gonna be
damage.
severely weakened at this point.
1.8, yeah, okay, it
Not
does
going to
lower
be
the
as
damage,
much as
but
we're
still.
normally used to,
It was
but
doing
still just
2.4s
chipping away,
before,
and
now
you can tell on
1.8.
MDBB also just very considerate about that Beelzebub is
Okay,
going to
but
get out for
you
now.
have an issue, sir. You have a Beelzebub coming up your ass in a
When
second.
you kill another ally on his team. And we got to keep in mind that Beelzebub did not use skill 2 yet. So when
Beelzebub is
comes
gonna come
out,
back and
they
annihilate
just
someone.
one-shot Feng Yan.
Oh, lots to consider for MDBB. You don't want that to happen at the wrong time.
And that is why we see him not going for the kill on Diana.
Okay.
He knows it's bad for him, so he's trying to buy
Okay,
whatever
I
time he
think
can.
we still have
Just trying to finish off that
that
Bison.
MDBB.
Yeah, DM Bison's time seems
I wouldn't do
short-lived.
that,
He was getting a
to
lot
be
of
honest.
procs,
Well, actually,
but
no, why
it
not?
was not enough.
He
As we
can.
now see it
He
sit
can
on
do that. He can kill
3-2.
himself.
Birdhound looking
You can
real
legit kill
exposed.
yourself and get
Yeah,
your
Birdo
demon back.
hasn't been able to do much in
Water
this
Bison did
match,
nothing,
Peter,
man.
and we might have to just rely on Feng Yan to do something for MDBB.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like 4baby earlier wanted to try to get his Diana killed to get the Beelzebub back up, but it did not work out as we see the support skills coming out for 4baby, and he's looking real
Yeah, it's
healthy
just
on
walk in the
pretty much
park
everything.
for baby
Yeah,
right
so
now. Easy
now
win.
it's going to be 4baby just keeping everything alive and say, I already have the numbers advantage, don't have to rely on that Beelzebub, see what I can do with this tool.
The moment he kills anything, Beelzebub is back. One shot,
Yeah,
done.
I mean, Feng Yan, this is a powerful unit, especially when left alone. But of course, we are still waiting for the moment Beelzebub appears and crushes.
That destroy would be good if the
It's just
Fram was a
game
Molly,
timer
for example.
waiting
Then
to
the destroy
pop
was good.
As we see the buffs and divas going up as well.
Yep,
There
and
is
bye-bye.
Beelzebub returns.
Shut them up.
Oh, there you go. It's going to be the skill 2 immediately ready. You kind of had the writing on the wall there for MDBB. 4baby brings out the Beelzebub.
Yeah, that
and
was
it works
the. I'm not sure about that
against
Water
his
Bison.
opponent in that game 3 as he takes the 2-1
If it was fighting a Molly,
victory
maybe,
to
but
continue in
Fran
Group
Fran
A's
doesn't
loser
care
bracket.
about max
Yeah, so
HP.
right
It
now,
just heals
I want
anyways.
to point out 4baby's draft there. I feel like he drafted really well. Some of the crucial moments was in, don't see like crazy things that we don't expect, right? It's usually consistent.
Colonel Genny
The
ban.
pre-ban's not taking any huge
Free ban
risks
of
there,
Genny is
just
pretty
going to be
strange. Like,
enemy
it's a
in
good
the
unit,
center.
sure, but
Fire
it's
and
not really
Bison
like a
starting to get
key unit
much
like,
more
ooh, I
attention.
have to pre-ban
Fire
it.
and Bison, absolutely a strong
If you have a
pick
beta,
in
I
the
could
meta,
kind of understand the
for
Genny
two-turn
pre-ban, but
comp,
I don't know.
as we see the Molong being picked by Juan, such a strong unit, especially
Sierra
in the first
Lulu.
pick, because it's like a
Sierra
unit that
Jogon, okay.
it's just so good
Hey,
without
gang.
giving away your strategy.
Lulu, too much
Molong
water.
just able to
Probably
still
wouldn't
get
do.
base value back, right? Just off
It's
of
also
the
funny
pure
to see,
damage that
NA
he's
was
able to do.
drafting a lot of
So we'll
Chunk
see
Punk.
if that's going to be
And
continuing.
Korea's
For
drafting like
Juan,
pretty much
we
no
saw
Chunk
CR
Punks
and
at all.
Shogun being locked in for
Wouldn't
T2.
necessarily say it's good or
Shogun
bad,
started
but
to
it's just
appear much
interesting.
earlier in these drafts here today in day
Kinky?
2.
No,
Yeah,
no,
I
no,
mean,
no, no,
Jogon,
no,
this
no,
is a
no,
unit
no.
definitely
You
with
don't.
a big
You got
question
the
mark on
only
it,
two
as
units
to
on the
how it
field you
fares up
see
against,
are
of
countered.
course, Kinky, one of our favorite
They are
monsters.
countering Kinky.
Kinky coming back, the light on Amusha. Do we get to see even
Why would you
more
pick that?
Amushas yet again? That's the big question. Jisung not going to answer with any of his own for now. Savannah being
If they know
highlighted
each other
for
from the
himself.
same guild.
Yeah,
True, true. They're
Savannah
pretty much all the
definitely
same
a
guild.
strong pick.
Up,
Wow.
up,
Fuki
there
is a
it
good
is.
counter into the
Predictions
Kinky,
from
is a good
Cobra.
counter into the Malone.
Just
Very
more
good counter
Amushas.
into the Malone,
Just stack
actually.
them all up in this match once again. Let's see who wins.
I like that
Lot
Fuki
of wind
pick.
right
Fuki
now
pick is a
on the
really
side of
good
Jisung.
counter into
I'm sure
everything on the
Juan
field
has
here.
noticed this as well. So we're expecting to see perhaps fire units being picked from him as timer is ticking with about, 8 seconds left. This is
Okay,
Fire Ryu,
interesting one as
one
well.
of the strongest carries on the fire side, especially
And a
against a lot
Fran.
of wind, but the Fran.
I'm not sure about the Fran.
Fire
Fran
Ryu
feels
and
like
then Fran.
you
I'm
go
more
all the way in
concerned
and then
about
you'd be
Fran
like,
last pick,
yeah, maybe not.
because what if he
If
just bans
the Fran was a
Fire
Rika,
Ryu?
you
I was
expect
about
to
to ask
ban
about that,
5th because I
it seems
think
a
you
bit of
can
an
go for a
all-in
5th ban.
telegraphed against Jisung.
What second set would you recommend
what
for
does he
Fuki?
answer with?
I would say
Already, as you
Nam or
mentioned,
Will.
has those 3 wind monsters, but if you can just ban out the Fire Ryu, not going to be
Or
as
Blade.
much of a concern.
No, wait, not Blade.
Yeah, I mean, Triton being there once again.
Wait, he's
another
gonna
win
ban.
for Jisung, so it's seeming like
Yeah,
a
he's
first
banning
ban
that.
on
Doesn't
the
make
Fire
sense.
Ryu.
Ooh.
Yeah, and that is
I'm
how
not liking the
it's going to
Fran.
play out. So
Maybe Fran
we're
is
not going
stacked,
to get
but
to see the Fire Ryu this game, but that does mean still some other powerful monsters still alive.
Yeah, Rika
Molong
Balanus would
and
just.
Kinky. We've seen Juan try
I
to
haven't
get
seen a
some
single
combo
Balanus. I've
before.
seen
It
quite
is
some
going to be
Rikas, but
game
I also
one
never
between
seen a
Juan
Sion so
and
far.
Zizou
Sion
in
wrecks
this
these
best of
things.
3 to stay alive in the Group A APAC
But
preliminary.
is this is a
Yo,
tech friend?
Triton
This is
grabbing
tech friend, but
one for
is it
Jisung.
gonna push
He's looking
more?
for some control with the Mega Tsunami, but he misses.
He
onto
misses the
Lulu. So he
Lulu. What
needs
a
to be
dumb
getting
shit
strict
unit.
onto Lulu here potentially, or just go for the gigantic roar.
Oh, if
Okay,
Lulu
so
was
Lulu's
it,
still
this
going to
match
be
would have
safe
been
for the
over
time
already.
being as we wait for
With
Sierra.
Lulu not hit.
Yeah, I do like the gigantic roar option a lot more now that I think about it more closely.
Great.
As Sierra misses a bomb, the reason why it was good
Tech
play
friend
was
without
because
Will. Yeah, you
Jisung
can go
just
triple Nam.
wanted to let,
It's,
the
look,
Lulu do
see,
whatever she
triple Nam.
wants, but in return,
That was
take
not
out
so
a
smart.
unit before she gets a turn.
And not going to be able to solidify that. Lulu just brings everyone right back up.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, the armor breaks are no longer present. And of course, the
full HP.
Fran being on Nemesis runes for some reason is going to pay off so much this game.
Oh, so Fran coming
For some
well
reason, someone is
prepared
not
in
paying
this match
attention to
for
the
Juan
meta.
And Jisung, you got to reconsider how you want to play the rest of this game now.
Yeah, I mean, Jisung still has a lot of damage. That is his one big strength as he takes out
Okay,
Fran
the
with
thing
critical
is,
link from
Fuki
Savannah.
can actually still
Okay,
hella kill
Molong
this.
doing the same
Fuki
for
actually has
himself.
potential to
A lot of
hella
damage,
kill
but
this.
that's going to be the proc.
On Imusha,
Because in the end, Fuki hella counters.
Fuki getting the procs that he needs for Jisoo.
Fuki
Of course,
hella
Lulu's here to
counters
try to
the
get some
Kinky.
sustain
Yeah, I'm not
back
sure about the
from
Fran draft. Like,
Okay, has
in
the
general.
skill 2 ready, just going to heal.
like
Back up
you
to about
don't really
40%
expect.
health.
Like, sure, if
Yeah,
you're
I mean,
tech, but you also
the
get pushed
damage
back. So,
is
and
stacking up,
how
and
much
the heals
damage
are
is
also
Triton gonna
stacking
do?
up. Another
You
example
cannot really
of
tech
Spear
a Triton.
versus Shield. If you are Juan, you are right now waiting for the Kinky to be the only one left.
The Kinky, of course, can really turn things back around as we finally see the finish against Ciara.
Yeah, I mean, Molong right now trying to hold on for dear life as Savannah is doing the exact opposite.
No, Song is
Looking for
hella
the
gonna
damage,
win this.
looking for the kill angle. Critical link misses crit twice.
Not going to be able
This is
to
gonna
finish
do a
off
lot of
Molong
damage
just
already.
yet. Still alive. Fuki is going to finish the job.
Yeah, the armor break landing on skill 1
Ooh,
added some
that
bonus
one does
damage.
good
He was
damage
able
too,
to take
but-
out the Molong, but at this point, the Kinky revenge, they are starting to stack.
Kinky is going to
Okay.
start just going
How much
at
damage
it.
is the Fuki
Takes
gonna do on
Savannah off
Kinky?
of the bees.
Oh, there's
Quite
too
some
much
with that
damage
arm
coming
break.
out of Fuki Fuki now, so the Kinky is not able to revenge onto the Fuki, and Savannah, she's
This
got
is
the skill one,
this
she's
is not
got
gonna
the
count.
angle, she is thinking about it and looking
I
for
would
it,
have
but go
just
for
hit the
Lulu
Fuki.
instead.
You have
Okay,
speed buff.
Lulu's
There's
still
no
being
way he would
menaced as
counter
well,
that.
so things
You have
do look
armor
out
break,
for
speed buff.
Jisoo.
There's
Fuki,
no way he would counter
where's the
that.
damage now?
He's looking for
He
the
could
double
S2,
hit.
maybe
The
kills.
attack power just got increased,
No,
and that
okay.
is going to secure.
Wow, Fuki coming out on top.
Yeah,
above
Fuki
the
is a
light
very
on
good solid
Amusha,
counter
and
into
Jisoo is going to take
Kinky
game
for
one
sure.
in this best of 3 against Juan.
How much Apex gives me so much confidence? It's great. Well, this is Korea though, and the difference is this is just Korea server. So they have 8 players, and I think that the lowest rank they have is somewhere like close G2 or something, like in between like high G2, low G3. Whereas like Europe Cup and the America's Cup, you have to be like top 100 to be in.
My combos, and Jisoo is going to take that first game win. We are jumping right into game number 2 between
They don't
Jisoo and Juan
artifact
as
Sierra
they
900.
compete
Oh, I
this
didn't even
best of
notice. The
3 in
Sierra
the losers
900?
bracket,
Mo
round
like
2.
350. I can kind of understand if you go like high damage on X element or something, but yeah, I guess that can be better too.
And that is one of the main reasons that he lost. I would have liked to see more fire, damage dealers as a response from him, but of course, Juan at this point, he is feeling it himself, right? So he knows he's made a mistake. He's got to bounce back now.
Gotta be able to change things up in this draft as we see Molong
See
and
our
Lulu
first
both being
pick,
pre-banned
counted
out.
by
That leaves quite a few
Nokianos,
options
Carno,
open,
Delacanos.
including of
No,
course
they're
Sierra.
both.
Sierra, a very popular pick, and it's got the win rate to support the pick rate. Juan, he is considering his options more carefully this
Ragdoll.
time. Ragdoll there, of course,
Okeanos.
as a always consistent unit. Whoa!
Okay, so we were joking about how
Okay.
Before the bracket.
So
that
Lulu
probably
is
the
not
only
dumb enough.
bubble
We need
seed
his friends,
will be the
but not this Lulu and friends, but like the other
Lighthouse
ones.
coming out now for Juan. Juan is still changing things up despite being down 1 game.
Yeah,
We
Juan
see a
says,
bunch
"Forget
of
Lulu and
Onimushas.
friends. I have Shushu and friends." This is a unit that also
Carno.
brings in a lot of healing utility. And we see
I haven't seen a single Chunk today.
Onimusha, cocky again.
Wow, the Onimushas are just piling up every game. Jisoo going with the Joe gun, and then the Ongyoki
Okay, but
from
there's
Juan. They
not that
both
much
really,
done on the
really
side. That Ongyoki is a
appreciate
bit
the power
overplayed.
that these Onimushas bring.
We were talking
not-
about on day 1 that
Sierra
we weren't seeing much
does have a
Onimushas
stun,
despite
but
all the mentions,
also has
but
a dodge,
now
so Sierra
game
actually
2 is here
kills.
to make up for the lack of
So that
Onimushas
Ongyoki
on
is
day
pretty
1.
overplayed.
These brothers are facing off together to create a
If
spectacular storyline.
I would
as
go
we see
triple
once again
revenge
Savannah
third
and
here.
Triton
I
being
would
the
do that.
last
There's
pick
too
for
many
Jisoo.
AoEs. I would
He got
totally
the
do that.
consideration. It is going to be locked
Or
in
double
for Juan
revenge will
as his
have both.
last pick.
Or no,
Yeah,
single
Aegon,
revenge
he is
double.
always a bit
Hey,
of
wait.
an eyesore.
One will
Jisoo's
double
gotta be
revenge.
really
That.
confident in his speed tuning with
Bans.
the Triton as well there, which is
Okay.
why he chose not to ban the Haegang, but without the
I'm
attack
not sure
reduction
about this.
out of Triton.
I think Sierra's gonna hell annihilate everything that's on the
Something
field.
to
Same
look
for
out for as we
Kaki.
jump into game number 2. Jisoo is leading 1-0 against Juan. Juan needs to win this game to stay alive.
I
here
think
in the
Song
APEC
has this.
preliminaries.
Full immunity, that is what Juan needed, so that there's no skull trap.
You could
coming
S.
out
No,
on
wait.
turn
You
1.
because you
Joe
crit,
Gunn is
you cannot
forced
really
to apply
S3.
skill 1 here instead of skill 3 because he knows that would give too much attack
Huh.
bar to his opponent.
Okay, if you
Savannah,
have like
she's got
Ongyoki
pretty
high
good
damage
angle
armor
here.
break
He
into
needs to choose
Ragdoll high damage
carefully
armor
which
break,
one
that's
he wants to
probably
get
a
out
dead.
first. It is going to
That's
be
something.
Ongyoki. Attack bar increased, and
Oof.
he is going to get a turn. But of course, there was no CC on him, so this is going to do a lot less damage. But
Oof.
still so much
Oof.
damage.
Oh,
Oof.
that is
Someone
so
feels violated,
much
boys.
HP just burned
Someone feels
down.
violated by an OP
Draining
unit.
off of that as well.
Did someone say that
Like I said, less damage, but
Suki's
still
better
so
than
much
Ongyoki?
damage.
Or hits harder? Well,
Ongyoki, what a powerhouse! As we
That's-
see a stun coming out of Haegang.
That's
of course,
nasty.
Shushu and friends. She's got a nice heal, immunity,
That's
but she
nasty.
doesn't have cleanse on skill 3, so the bomb is gonna stick for now.
that
But I
unit
don't
is just
know
OP,
if
man.
Juan's
That
too
unit is just
concerned
OP.
About that, the damage already done. The Kaki's
BB.
out, and now the Savannah being dismounted as well.
Yeah, and Jisung pretty much helped out Ungyoki
Damn.
there by stripping away the immunity. It cleansed the debuffs on Ungyoki, so now the bomb is gone. This cleanse comes out, it wasn't even needed. It's just to do whatever he wants at this point. Juan looking real
His
solid,
unit OP,
lashing
man.
out more
His
damage.
unit weird and OP.
Jisung, he concedes the match.
And Juan is going
But
to
people
bring
don't
it
really
back
know how
into
to
game
draft
2.
against it because
Some
not that
good
many
picks
people
from
have it,
Juan.
and it's
Maybe
actually a
couple
really tricky
mistakes
unit to
coming out
draft
from
into.
Jisung as
Like,
well,
are you gonna
but the
leave it in? Are you
options
gonna
weren't really
insta
there
kill
for
it? How are you
after he
gonna
lost
insta
out
kill
on
it?
that
Are you gonna
initial
ignore it
auto
and
shot.
just
So
get
Juan
slapped
is
for like
going to
50%?
stay
Or
alive as he takes us to a game 3 between these two players in the lower bracket of Group A in the 8-pack preliminaries.
We are getting back.
just pick ISIS.
back,
Yeah, now you
back
have a cleanse
on
next to it.
Imushas, and I am here for it. The damage they do is just simply too crazy.
It's just huge. I mean, it was just so great that you mentioned it's going to do less damage. And it still
Tian
just
Lang.
wipes out
Wait,
all
did he
their
ever pick a
HP
Tian
bars
Lang?
pretty much. That is the power of that Ongyoki.
Okay.
And now we're going
Cardinal
to see
ban, I
a
do
couple
understand.
new
Lulu
bans. We're
first
gonna
pick.
see that Light Panda actually being banned out. The Fire and Bison returns as the ban for Jisoo.
Yeah, I mean, Fire and Bison, we are seeing this ban a lot from Jisung as
Do you
said,
see my
Juan
excitement
opting
for Lulu first
of
pick?
course, a very popular and contested pick between the players here.
So Lulu going to return. This time doesn't have to swap that
Sierra.
out.
They don't like
Seiishizo
Okeanos, the
and
both of them.
friends. Juan going to be
Sierra
happy
something.
to secure that water howl. Jisung, what are
Or
the answers
Witch
going
and
to
something.
be? Are we
I don't
still
know.
going
With
to
these
stick
guys, I don't know.
with the standard openings here? So many strong monsters still available. The Triton really being favored.
Yo, you
some
know, first pick Triton. Okay,
Yeah, I mean,
Molong,
Triton first
Molly,
pick
sure,
is
whatever. We
it's a
go
little bit
Witch.
cocky, I would say.
Sure.
Molong and Molly is definitely a lot more of like an overall
First pick,
consistent lineup.
Lulu is easy
as
to
we see
fight.
Juan
Yeah, it is, but it's just a
actually
dumb
opting for
unit.
some Jogun play
Just a
of
dumb unit.
himself.
Joe Gunn continuing to still surface here in day 2. Didn't see much action on day 1. We're seeing him being favored in these first
Yeah,
7
like
picks
either
of
reduce
day
his
2, and
immunity
this, of
for
course,
one
still
turn,
going to be picked up by Juan
or
as well.
up his
Yeah, I
S2
mean, we're
or
seeing the switch-ups
S3
again.
in
The
cooltime.
strategies are not repeating, ladies and gentlemen, as we see an early pickup on Amelia.
Yo,
Now,
we're going
wonder
Amelia
if Bolver
Bolvric, we're
being
going
there
full
with
siege
Amelia,
offense, or
because
what are we
if he
doing?
doesn't,
Artemil, that's very, yeah,
that's going to
someone's
get picked
asking
by
for a Bolvric.
Juan. So now,
Okay.
all the eyes are on Amelia and
Someone's
Bolver
asking for a
in the
Bolvric.
draft. But of course, Jisung with the
I'm not
Artemil
sure
for the
about
first
those picks, though.
time here.
Yeah, Artemil making his
Not
first
sure.
appearance here in the 8-pack
Oh.
preliminaries, and now the
I
Dark
like that
Panda
one. I
Warrior
like the
being
Dark
considered
Panda. I like
for
the Dark
Juan
Panda
to
into
get
this.
locked in.
Brother of
I like the
Vengeance.
Dark Panda into
Being
this.
is
I
here
would
to
hella
steal the
remove
spotlight
the
as we see Icarus
Molong or
last pick by
Icarus.
Jisung, providing some
I think I would
form of
remove
synergy
Molong.
with the Molong.
Icarus doesn't
Once
do
again,
that much
eyes
damage.
are on Bolverk and Amelia. If these two are let through together, there's a huge advantage.
And
on
I
the
think you
side
kind
of
of have
Bolverk.
to
So
ban
that
the
is what we're
Bolvric,
watching
otherwise
out for.
you're fucked.
Does it get banned out? Jisung and Juan, they are considering very carefully as their tournament lives are on
Icarus
the
ban,
line. The Bolver
Bolvric
does get
ban,
banned out.
okay.
Icarus going
I
to be
prefer
banned
more
out
long bans
against
mostly, to be
Jisung
honest.
from Juan. So the board is now set. Everyone, this is game number 3
I
between
don't really
Juan
see
and Jisung.
Arda
Who
winning this.
continues in the losers bracket of Group A in the SWC 2021 8-pack preliminaries.
This is the match with everything on the line for both.
Yeah, I
players.
don't. I
As
don't.
we see
Why
Joker
would you
driving
ban
first,
Icarus?
going for
Icarus
Springcraft
does so
first.
much less than a
Make sure that
Molong.
his skill 3 does not glance, but of course it still
Whoops,
misses
mistrip.
Molong, and at this point he is looking
Either
for
how
setup
he
for
wins, I
BG.
think. Does he
if
do?
it's going
I
to
think he does.
happen. Juan, just waiting to see what he can do with the Lulu.
This-
just going to go for a simple
This
skill
Panda's
one.
gonna do
Looking for
hella
the
damage.
strip,
Trust me.
looking for the stuns, and he gets neither. Amelia, you want to be proccing right now. if
This
you're
thing is
Jisung,
gonna do
but it
hella
does not
damage.
happen. And we see
Look
the
at that
drop
damage.
from
We're done.
Amelia with
We're
the
done.
drop.
Anyone saying this fucking panda's bad? Anyone saying this panda bad? Anyone saying this panda bad?
Monster already on the side of Jisung.
The Panda Warriors, as you said.
Man, this
when
panda's
they're
freaking
still
OP, man.
on
Well,
the
okay, he
solo
had like
stand,
armor
when
break
they
and
proc
attack
on
buff,
that,
but
it
yeah.
seems these units cannot
Firos,
handle
you
it.
dropped out.
Oh my
Firos, you're
goodness,
chilling.
Jisung already on the back foot, not able to do much just yet.
Firos,
Yeah,
BG5.
I mean, at this point, the lineup for Jisung has gotten a lot more stale as there's no more counter coming out from the Artemil. Everything is on the shoulders of Molong at this point. But how much can Molong do?
Molong left all alone.
Rush,
He's
you're
so
not lying.
lonely on that side of the board. Can he really do it against all 4 monsters? I'm not so sure, Peter.
Yeah, I mean, that mean proc was pretty much the
Yeah,
deal
Ming
that ended everything
Ming
for
does so much
Jisung
damage.
at this
There's no way he's gonna get rid
point,
of
as
Ming.
we are looking at Jisung trying to come back whatever he can. He's got the armor break angle, Dragon's Dance
Wait,
angle, and
so
he's going for it, but gets only one
Fira,
stun.
someone else
Yeah,
went
not
in,
going
and
to
we
get
were all
too
on
much
ready,
value.
so
The
it
stun
continued
does
on
land
ready.
on Lulu, but it's
Fira,
just
you're
not
slacking.
going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, it is truly a shield
Start,
versus
yeah,
one. Jisung
everyone was
trying
still
to
on ready.
break
Someone
in,
just joined in
keep the
because it was
Molong
public,
HP
and it just
high.
went
He's
like
looking
we
for a
started right away.
reckless angle, but once he chooses one,
On my
there's
face,
still
like,
3 more
yo,
to deal
slacking.
with. So Jisung right now praying he can somehow get to a draw.
Oh, and there we go, Panda. 10Ks, 10K
Uh-oh.
per hit on the Panda. Holy shit.
Ying is too big, and now Molong gets a turn. Reckless Assault is going to connect. Jogun finally goes down, but for what? There's still a Mi Ying that you gotta deal with.
The Molong, I mean, you mentioned
Why
it,
would you pick
Peter.
Amelia
You
on
can
this?
take out
I don't
one
know, man.
monster, but how many more after that? Really
Why
might
would
just
you
be a
pick an
look for the
Amelia
draw
into
here
this?
for Jisung, but Juan has to be ready for this, just wants to shut things down. And you know what?
GG
Jisung said
Sung,
it's not going to
GG.
get that far. Juan, you get this win.
Yeah,
Juan
Amelia did
is
nothing.
going to take the victory.
Amelia, the only thing
2-1 in this
Amelia
matchup.
did was
Yeah,
making
I
a
mean,
ball for it being a
I feel like-
insta-ban.
Wow, I'm just seeing this Panda Warriors pop off again and again. I'm gonna have to write down chop, chop, chop because I'm sure that I'm gonna be saying this a lot more this year.
Yeah, we'll see a lot more. I'm very positive of that as well. Just the sheer power. We saw the Onimushas earlier. We saw the Feng Yan yesterday. Now we saw the Mi Ying. Of course, Molong continues to be this stable first pick for a lot of these
Just
players.
pick an
And
F3
the Panda
farm
Warriors,
comp.
the Onimushas,
There.
they are now center stage here in the APAC preliminaries for Group A.
Yeah, I mean, what a match, man. I'm still just, my mind is flashing back. What if Mi Ying didn't proc, right?
Oh,
Artemil.
that was just such a moment. I mean,
Even without
just
that
single-handedly
proc,
procs
he would have
and
won.
just shuts down the entire
Sure, it
game plan
helps,
from
but
Jisung by taking out
without, he
one
would've
monster
won
right
as
off
well.
the bat.
Yeah, I mean, before the game even started, we said the first winner is, of course, going to have a
No
huge
worries, you can repeat.
advantage in
Why do
their
you check win
pockets.
rates?
For Baby and
I can
Juan,
check them on
both
my own
looking to
website if I
secure
check
that
like the
advantage.
data.
Of course, the pre-ban
But
is
recent days
always
been
the
too
first
busy with
thing.
like
We
so
gotta
much
get
stuff I
to
haven't been
a
checking
very
much.
important part
On
of the
Yuki
draft,
Ben, let's
as we
go!
see on Gyoki.
You have to be afraid of that monster at this point. I
Let's
am not
go.
surprised that 4Baby just doesn't even want to have to deal with considering it as a post-ban. Just says, please get that out of this game. Ragdoll going to be the pre-ban
Fast
against
picks,
4Baby
fast
as we
picks,
see some
liking
quick
it.
First picks coming out from both players.
We
Right,
got a
so this
Lulu,
is where we see
Lulu
some of the
Sierra.
advantage
Yeah.
come
Do you want
out
to
of
go
being
Lulu
a
Sierra
player
into
that
Nafty's
plays,
Juga?
later on through the
Kinky,
stages
too early
because
kinky.
he has
Juan,
seen
you're
this on
picking
Gyoki's
kinkies too
thread
early.
through too many enemies as he now, once he bans,
Wait,
brings
no.
a different
Right side is
person.
Juan, left side
Okay,
is
the
4Baby.
Kinky coming out for 4Baby, but Juan
So,
has
Daniel.
a lot of Onimusha still available.
That's
Wonder
true.
if that's going to still be the answer.
Oh!
Okay,
Saya?
still
Sanya?
new monsters that we
Sinya?
haven't seen
How do you
yet
say that name?
in
I
the
don't know.
APAC preliminaries. Does it get all
Good
secured
luck
here
next
for
week,
Juan?
Daniel, man.
Ziana
I'm not sure who's
Savannah.
gonna be your opponent.
AoE for
I haven't
days
really
is
checked
what
how the
Juan
losers
says.
bracket's gonna pan out,
Paired
but
up with the
guess
Nephthys,
we'll see.
Jogun, they do have
But
some
good luck,
synergy
man.
going right now. Juan is literally saying AoE is my
Okay,
way.
but
Also
I'm not
true
really
to the Ragdoll
sure
pre-ban,
if
so it just
4Baby
really
is
adds
afraid
up.
of this
Juan,
shit.
he knew what he was gonna do.
Yeah,
Of course,
Leo.
Leo is a bit of
Kinda
an
obvious.
ISO, though.
Leo always going to be that go-to answer against these
Diana,
Beast Riders,
good picks.
topped off with Diana on the side of 4Baby.
There is Gemini for the first time here today, providing armor break. Speed leader. This
I
guy
would
has it all.
remove
It's a
the
no-brainer
speed
ban
from
on
lost
Leo
HP.
here if you're Juan.
Additional
But
HP
for Baby,
damage
there
is still good
just so
on
many
Fuki.
bans to
Or
consider.
wait, no,
Do
it's a
you wanna
Fuki, I
get
thought
rid of
the
the attack buff? Do you wanna get rid of some of the damage?
50-50, choose
either
whatever.
Savannah,
It's kind of
or
50-50.
Ziana. There's 9
Wait, this
seconds
is
left
gonna
to-
be a ban
So
of...
lots of considerations for
This has to be a
4Baby.
Leo ban,
What's
right?
it going to be?
This has to be a Leo
Juan,
ban.
we seem to have a good grasp. Of course, it is
Leo
going to
ban,
be that
yeah.
The Joe Gun going to be banned out.
Depends if there's Diana's gonna do anything, but I think he hella dies. I'm not sure
You've
why
been
Joe
given your
Gunn would be
combo.
the
You need
ban.
to show us how it is executed.
Too late to
We are
count the speed.
loading
Yeah, it
up
doesn't
game
matter.
For you guys, ladies and gentlemen, the first round between Juan
Okay.
and 4Baby. Fly
Okay.
comes out, lands armor break on every
Shields.
single target. Now Diana cuts in. She's gonna be able to put up some shield.
Yep, just gonna go for that shield here to start things out for 4Baby against Juan.
Okay,
Yeah,
question
the
now
armor
is how
break
much damage is this
speed
gonna
coming
do?
out from Nephthys again. The skill.
Oh, no pushbacks, no
Not able to do
nothing.
much, especially
These
with
units
all
are
those
too
shields
high
stacked
res.
up as well.
Okay, at least you push back the Lulu, which is the most important part.
We see a violent proc, of course.
But
the critical link.
oh, nasty proc.
Diana with the
Nasty
process.
proc.
It is time for
Well, it's
Pure
procking back and
I'm
forth.
gonna take your
Oh
Seiana
shit,
down with one
man,
hit.
that dark the dark one did
Dismounted,
nothing.
now just getting burned down already below half
The
health
dark
as
beast
well.
rider did absolutely
Seiana being
nothing.
dismounted means she is going to be bye-bye very soon. Savannah
Yeah, you
looking
have to
secure a
kill.
onto Lulu, but no crit. With the violent proc, is going to be able to secure, but why do these Savannahs not crit?
Oh, missing the crit, but Lulu being out of the picture is a great news for Juan. It's been
Ooh,
such
resist.
a pain for so many of these players.
Resist.
Yeah, I mean, Lulu
Glancing.
being taken out, as you said,
Reckless.
the bane
Oh,
for
it's just
Juan
S2.
being gone
But there's
is very
S.
good
Oh, you
news.
have to S2 into
Savannah,
S3 Pro.
She is a turn away from the
Not this
gigantic
time.
roar, no proc, so he is going to have to wait a turn. But Diana
Yeah,
says, no,
not a
thank
big
you.
fan
I
of
will
that
not give you
draft
that
with
extra
the
turn.
Dark
An
Beast
Ember
Rider.
wound, Pew Pew is going
He
to
knows.
seal the deal.
Juan just saw it coming and said, I don't want to have to face all of that. Well, I'll just give it to you. 4Baby going to get that win here in game 1. Juan had some
Yeah,
ideas.
Daniel was
4Baby
unlucky
says,
against
"Nuh-uh,
True Will, yeah.
let's shut that right down. If you want to face me, you got to play
But
on
if you gotta
my
play
game."
Pontus
As
again,
leads 1-0
just drafting
in
like
this best
Praha,
of
Juno.
three,
Juno,
the losers bracket
mainly
for Group
Juno
A.
really wrecks
I really like the
Pontus.
intent from Juan, switching it up once
And
again.
that's why you also
No
pre-banned
longer
Juno
about
in your
single
second
target
round.
bruisers.
Thought-
It was
yeah, I
about
think I
AoE
thought
this
he did.
time. But just where was the damage?
Pontus is really
The
countered
damage
by
just didn't come
Junos.
through, right?
And Praha
then,
really
yeah,
helps
back to the
in
shields.
case
You had all
Juno
these
is like
demons, but you weren't able to really
banned
capitalize
afterwards.
on it. So the
So
setups
then they
there
leave both
from
in, and then
Juan,
you have
but
like two
nothing to
AoE strippers and
execute
stuff if you swap them
afterwards.
up.
So unfortunately,
And you
for
cycle a
Juan,
lot
he's
of
gonna
turns,
have
like,
to go
compared
back
to that
the
shit.
drawing board here in game 2. He's already down 1-0. This is still only a best of 3 as we try to find out who will move on from this match to face Jack for a chance to go to the APAC Cup.
Indeed.
Yeah, I didn't really like. Juan is
Ragdoll
picking wonky.
and
4Baby's
Yoki are not
picking really
available
solid.
as pre-bans
Juan
this time.
is trying too
Yoki
many
has
random
been a
things
pretty
here.
staple for Juan
So I guess 4Baby
whenever it
will
was
win.
available. Ragdoll also a staple for many players. So we are very excited to see
Second draft,
how
I had
that
to ban
shifts
Pontus
the draft
mistake.
here.
I don't
Jack
remember
is
the
in below,
exact
taken out
drafts.
by
I remember like
Going back to
some
of the
parts,
more
but I don't
common
remember like
pre-bans
exact
we
things.
have seen Neftis and Molong both either being
You have
pre-banned
damage to
or
kill Oki
picked
in one
right
turn,
away
yeah.
in most of the games here in SWC 2021 APAC
But why so
preliminaries.
much
Ragdoll
Savannah
going to be
isn't
snatched up
better
right
moment
away
for CP?
Juan, keeping
If
that
they
away
had
from 4Baby.
CP plus Savannah in the
Juan
last match, it
definitely
would have
doesn't
been
want to
better.
give Ragdoll away whenever he has a chance to take it away. I absolutely agree with that. As we see, Lulu.
We have
responds to
another
the
Lulu
4Baby
first
pretty
pick.
early on, and because it is a very consistent pick.
Lulu has just been through and through every single match, boasting still a pretty high win rate. And if you want to try to take down Lulu, you have to put in so much effort. Okeanos continues to return now in this match.
Yeah,
Lulu
speaking
Fuki,
of
please.
Okeanos,
We're gonna go
I've seen a
towards
very
Fuki
poor
with
win
this, I
rate
think.
from this guy.
Fuki
So
into
at
this is
point, when
actually
I
good.
look at him, I'm thinking, is it a trap? Is it a mistake?
Yeah, I have to start
Okay,
to
we're
consider
going
that
full LD on the side of
coming
Juan.
out alongside
Just slapping
the Light
LDs in
Dragon
it.
Knight.
King, no, you
Flex
don't.
we were talking about
What?
yesterday
Okay, no,
is
Kinky is actually good
already
against the
making
Ragdoll and the
its way
Jaeger,
through
but
here today,
or is it?
as we see
No, it's not even
Kinky
that
has the
good anymore.
response again from 4Baby.
Kinky
not
seems
even
to be
that
the
good
go-to
anymore.
reliable response for 4Baby. Try to combat some of that bruiser damage coming out, and the cocky now. So we're gonna
Wait,
have
you have
three
reduction from
Onimushes
water?
in the game once
On a
again.
Fuki?
Shushu and
What's
Friends
that
now
for?
being considered as a possible response. Juan,
Why do you
locks
need
it in.
reduction from
To be
water
honest,
on a
this is like
Fuki?
a little bit of a scuffed version of flexing. It is light and dark completely, but of course, Fran
He's gonna go
and Shushu and
Fuki.
Friends, they are very
Final pick.
accessible units, so it is showing that
I'm
Juan
not.
is
To
taking
be honest,
trap
I'm not
very
really liking the
seriously.
draft of
He's
neither
not
players.
looking to flex. This is a serious strategy
Damn,
right now.
Malone crash into Fuki.
Juan needs to get this
Does
win
he?
to stay
don't
alive
know.
in this match. Diana going to be the reliable last pick for 4Baby. Lots of options on both sides. Ragdoll and Diana going to be banned out. Looks
never
like we
seen a
might
Malone
have
S3
another
at Fuki,
battle
to be
of these
honest,
Onimushas on our hands.
Absolutely, all eyes on the Onimushas again.
Okay, I think this Onimusha is gonna attack buff, and then Onyoku is gonna do S2, and then
Just
we're
there to
done.
keep the damage going
I
for
think
both
that's
sides,
kind of
right
guess.
through their other
Or not.
bruisers.
Yeah, I mean,
We
the
are.
Okeanos, man, this is why the win rate is
We are.
suffering. The resistance out of Fran does mean that the attack buff and immunity is available. This
Yeah.
is a huge
Yeah, the
miss for
Ragdoll
4Baby.
ban also
That's
didn't make
going to
too much
hurt.
sense,
We'll
no.
see if it's going to even secure the win
Okay.
for Juan.
Let's see how much
We are about to
this thing is
see
gonna
the
do.
dance coming out from Onyoki. We know this dance turn as he does a
60%, 60 to 70% damage on the whole fucking team.
Yo.
Yo. Jaeger's kind of slow though.
Yeah, I mean, literally
Jaeger is
swipe,
kind of
as
slow
you
though.
said, he swipes their health
Okay,
away,
that's
and Kaki is looking for some response. Unfortunately, not
someone
able to
was
take out
tripping
the
balls.
Yoki, and we see the justice.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh my goodness, both monsters.
Wait,
still alive
Omyuki
just
gonna
like
die?
that.
Nope,
Yoki is
heals.
still alive.
You
1
up,
HP
yo,
on that
artifact
Yoki. This is
game.
swing so heavily for
If
Juan
you had better
at this
artifacts, you would've won.
point. Shushu with the heal is gonna be huge. There's a 9k followed up by an 18k. It's like the damage
Yeah,
has
some
never
intern like
happened.
slapped the
Juan
cable
is
out of
still
the
at
shit.
the beginning of the game with his HP. Meanwhile, 4Baby loses Kaki, and Okeano's still in danger alongside
If
Kiki.
Okeanos had
That's
slightly
going to be
better
a GG
artifacts,
out,
or
as
slightly
Juan
better runes, he would've won.
secures a comeback win in game number 2. Now tied 1-1 between these two players.
It
That's
feels
more
like
long as
this
3
from
AoE.
Yoki,
Pretty
there's
much,
just
pretty much.
Not a lot of response for him from these players.
He gets one turn, and suddenly all favor is on
Does
his
anyone know
side.
how to
And
play
Lil
against
misses
that unit?
swing
Yeah, you
so
just
much
kill
and
it before it
tried
takes a turn.
maybe burst him down afterwards, but even then
It's
the
actually
damage is
decent.
done.
You
So
just don't stun it, but you kill it. And actually, if you bomb kill it,
Yeah, I mean, props
like you
to
explode
Juan
the
right
bomb,
now. He is
it dies to
living
the
up
dot.
his words.
If
He
it's
did say that
1
in this
HP,
meta,
it's
you gotta
stunned,
have
it dies to
really
the dot.
tanky units
Nothing
to
happens.
survive the violent procs, and that is exactly what he did with 1 HP. Of course, the
But
frame
it's
resistance
really
was
tricky
there
to play
too,
into
which
because
allowed Juan
people are so not used to playing to it. People underestimate the damage, people don't know how to kill it, people don't know if you can ignore it and then eat the damage. People just don't have much experience of playing into it. That's why it's so good.
Yeah, I mean, on Yoki ban, as you said, it was pretty predictable, but the Beelzebub, we are seeing Juan adapt to new situations as we see the Icarus being
Icarus,
picked away
second
from
pick?
4Baby.
So not allowing that combo to go over to 4Baby.
Are you tonight? Well, it's morning here, and I'm kind of tired. Slept like 4 hours.
Yeah, I mean, the draft is always going to start
Because
out
I did
really
the NA
slow,
casting last
locking
night.
in some, very consistent
And
units like
then,
Ragdoll and Diana. To be
well,
honest,
chilled
though,
a bit, and
Diana
then was like, oh
a
shit,
bit
in like
early,
4
so
hours,
Juan
well,
now
5
has a
hours.
chance to try to bring in some counters.
I have to do the
We'll see.
Korean
Of
one,
course,
so
we've
yeah.
seen the Antares very commonly. There's some other options as well.
Yeah.
Kinky now maybe trying to be taken away from
Kinky
4Baby.
is indeed a hard counter to Diana, as you were pointing out. So we are seeing some units here for Juan as a response to the Diana, and of course,
Okay,
Kaki is
solid.
very consistent
Depending,
overall,
I
but
think
once again, a counter to
4Baby
Diana.
has to
So
go
the
multiple
counters and
immunities
just the
here
sheer
right now.
power of
Otherwise,
the
you just
Anamoose
ban
is now
immunity and
stacking
you go
two of them
Rika.
together once again for Juan, 4Baby. What
It
is
just
your
to being back
answer
home? Yeah,
here?
pretty much.
It is down to the last
FIFA
game. Are
Chell?
we gonna
I haven't
continue
seen
to see
FIFA
new
Chell in
monsters popping up
ages.
every
Is
single
Diana a good
game?
pick against Mo?
That
Yeah, it's
seems
pretty
to be
good
the
pick
trend,
against Mo.
as we see Viva Shell being considered by for Baby with an Oberon. What is his
Oberon?
strategy?
Interesting.
Okay, so a completely
Interesting.
new in terms of combinations here for 4Baby
I
out
would
of
you
SWC
ban
2021
FIFA Chell and then
APAC
go
preliminaries.
Sion?
Juan, he did ban the Beelzebub, but 4Baby said that's not the only thing I rely
Carnal?
on when it
Carnal's
comes
good
to
as
the
well,
start
and
of
then you
games.
just ban out
Yeah, I mean,
the
Carnal just gonna
the
be
thing is, you're gonna
standard
lose a unit.
typical response
Carnal
from
can
Juan
die
here.
to like
That is a
Oberon
way
plus
to
Molon.
have some response on that turn too, especially
And
with
you
the
also have to
synergy
ban out
with
FIFA Chell. I think
Lulu. And of
4Baby
course,
has this.
For Baby, he had a triplet combo going of huge nukes. So
There
Juan
is
just bans out one of them.
slight
Okay,
immunity,
so
but
Oberon
I
gets
don't know.
banned out, Cardinal gets
Looking
banned
for
out, and it is all down to
LT5
this game to
SD,
see
yeah,
who
kinda.
gets to continue here in the APAC preliminaries. Both players, even if they win, they still have one more match against Jack to secure a spot in the APAC Cup on the road to SWC 2021. It's down to game 3.
Well,
between
some people
4Baby
make a lot of
and
money and
Juan
throw a
in
lot of
round
money,
3
or
of
they're
the
just
losers
lucky
bracket
with
in
pulls. Like some
Group A.
people have like 4 or
Everything
5
on the line
LBs and they're like
for
free
these
to play.
players
So.
here, as we see a bunch of tanky units. We've seen that 44% HP leader from Viva Shell. That does add a lot of tankiness. As Kaki
True,
is
Daniel.
away
True.
at the Diana, trying to chop off whatever HP he can.
Okay, so
Just gets a little
wait.
bit of extra
No,
damage
Ragdoll
in
is
the beginning,
behind
trying to keep that Diana
FIFA Chell as
low.
well.
Now 4Baby has a chance to answer back with Molon.
This is where it's important
No
for the Icarus
stuns.
to get knocked
You have to
down.
shield, yeah, 100%.
Unfortunately, the counter gave attack bar to Diana. At this point, utilizing skill 3 will not kill Diana, but yeah, so he just saves it.
Okay, so Diana just going to put
Oh,
the
that's a
shields
dad
up.
Lulu.
And
That
there it
is a
is.
dad
Oh.
Lulu.
Song of Destiny.
The Viva Show getting so much
Doing
value
nothing.
that this might be the
GG,
quickest we've seen
GG.
Lulu taken out in a game.
absolute
The last 3
well played by
LDs are
4Baby
all
there.
net 5s.
He knew the
Jesus.
attack bars were in his favor, and Ragdoll being able to finish off
Ooh,
the
no
job
armor
at
break.
this
If he
point
actually
in
armor
one.
broke
He
him
is
there, he would have
relying
had a
on
kill.
this
He's still gonna kill with
Unleashes.
this.
Yeah, the
shitty shit.
unleashes. I mean, this has been his kind of go-to reliable
So we're trading
block,
1
but
for 1.
Juan,
Question
I mean,
is, can you
we know
get rid
the
of this
unleashes are strong, but are they
Kinky
gonna be
effectively?
I mean, that is definitely
Okay, proc
the main
rate
point we are
on
looking at
is
now.
pretty
The
high right
armor
now there.
race, we are seeing
Can
it
his
come
kill?
now, but is it too
Ooh,
late
that's
as
close.
Ragdoll? What is that damage?
The damage.
That Kaki really had to go, or Kinky, no wait, Kaki really had to go on suicide mission there.
I mean, at
You know
this point,
Ragdoll has
we're definitely
fucking
looking at Ragdoll.
passive shit
He has
right
an
now,
easy
man.
kill
Oh,
angle
did you
on
really
him.
have to go for a
The unit
suicide mission?
Icarus, and now at this point,
That was a
it
nice
is going to
suicide
be
mission, bro.
1v3. We are looking at Kinky with all hopes on him.
If he stuns, it's over right away, but there is a slight potential. Man, this thing heals a lot. This thing heals a
Yeah, I
lot.
mean, right now, Mo Long is considering all the
Yeah, I
options.
would reckless as well. I would definitely reckless as well.
See the damage connected from Viva Shell.
If he didn't get that proc, he might have actually lost because he had to reckless before. Because otherwise, that thing just heals max, pretty much.
You gotta give a hand to the Vivishell pick, able to take that Lulu out so early, and then the damage in his favor. He wins 2-1.
Kinky, man, Kinky is a Miho plus an Artemil. If you say Faint Memory doesn't have an LD5, he has something that's better than an LD5.
He has shown how to deal with Juan. We haven't really seen this today from other players.
Yeah,
This
4Baby
time,
is drafting
he had a
solid.
game plan, and that was pre-ban
Was that
to
Vamp?
Yogi.
I'm not sure. It could be that he just stacks a lot of like recovery and life drain on S1.
Much of Juan's power actually just came from that
But
one
could be
monster.
Vampire too.
And then
But
on top of that, Juan
I
bans
wouldn't
the Beelzebub,
recommend
and 4Baby
Vampire.
says, I still have
Violent
more
is
tricks
okay.
up my sleeve.
It's not the greatest, I think. Well, it depends. Like a Fio Kinky is really good in a 4v4. A Despair Kinky is really good in a 1v4. That's a bit like the odds of the what you want to pull it at.
The first time we've seen her, but surely 4Baby
It didn't stun once. Could be Vampire. I wouldn't run it Vampire.
Definitely at a high spotlight.
It could be that you do
highlights for
Vampire,
that
but I
game
wouldn't
three,
really
and
necessarily
4Baby
run it
has to be
Vampire.
so happy. I mean, beating out, as you mentioned, kind of this opponent that he feared because
But
of the
it did
monster
heal a
box he
lot,
had, because
so
of the
it's
pool
yeah,
of
it
monsters
could
he was
very
able to
likely
draw from.
be
Juan, unfortunately, gets
Vampire.
knocked out
One.
of the ABA best of 5. Ladies and gentlemen,
Worse as
and it's
in
going
better?
to be
Yeah,
for
no,
the
the other
last
way around.
slot
I'm
here
too
from
sleepy, man.
Group A to go to
I woke
the
up 7 in the
APAC
morning. I
Cup.
went to bed like what,
Here we
2,
go, the
2:30.
pre-bans. This is the only chance, the only time you
Sierra
have
ban,
to
Ragdoll
really
ban.
think through your strategies again. Run it through your head. Sierra and Ragdoll is what they say.
Okay, so we won't see Sierra in the game, but we will see her being pre-banned. The Ragdoll, of course,
Molo
always
first
a
pick,
reliable
Lulu
pre-ban. Is
something.
Molong still going to be so
Jack
highly
was he
contested
using a lot of
as
Lulu?
this
Not
first
that
pick for
much, I
4Baby?
think.
Yeah, I mean, this is the round where it all matters, and if you're still seeing Molong first pick, that speaks for itself.
Cardinal Lulu,
As we see
fair.
another typical response out of Jack, Cardinal and Lulu.
Cardinal
Lulu
and
55.6 win rate.
we've
It's
seen
not too
quite
crazy though.
frequently. Lulu pretty much in every game so
It is
far,
picked in every
banned
game.
out
Either
now,
picked or
and then
pre-banned in every game.
Cardinal still being a very reliable source of damage as well.
4Baby opting
Friend
for
of
Friend. Once
Giannis.
again, as we got a little glance at Lulu's win rate, super high, always consistent for these players. It is no surprise
Lulu might
that
get a
this is
nerf,
why
but
they
if
win.
Lulu gets a nerf,
course,
it will be
Lulu
like
and friends, I
3
think we'll
months later,
continue to
so
just
you
see
can
her
still build
just
her.
as this reliable early pick. It really doesn't say too much. It provides so much sustain. We'll see
By earliest,
how
Lulu
much
would get a
powerful
nerf like
she
after
gets
like
as
3
the
or
meta
4 months.
continues to shift around these players. It's going to be Diana and Ganymede. Now
Diana has a decent win rate. Yeah.
continuing to boast a pretty good win rate. Not
7-4.
too many matches just yet, though.
But yeah, you know
that
you're
is
playing
pretty
against the guy that
surprising
loves the
coming out of
Antares.
Diana because
No,
she
wait.
is like
Normally he
a
picks the
bit of a
Antares.
dicey unit in the sense that there
Normally he
are
picks the
counters
Antares and
available
Pater.
to her, like
You don't really want to pay her
Hunter's
into a
response
Ganymede,
from
but I
4Baby
think he's
paired
assuming
with
to
the
ban
banner again.
last slot.
The patterns coming out for 4Baby again.
I like
Used
4Baby's
it
draft
against
here.
Jack yesterday in their winners bracket match. Eventually,
If he can get
4Baby
rid of a
fell.
Diana
Did
early
compare
on,
both matches though, so it
be
wasn't
pretty good.
always necessarily specifically
Because
for
I
one
think for
monster. I think
on
it's
Jack's
just
side
as
you
a
just ban
response to the
5th,
picks generally
unless
that
it's a
Jack has
worse
been
pick
bringing to the
than
table.
and you
Yeah,
can
I
ban
mean,
a Lulu, for
absolutely.
example.
4Baby feels like Patter puts Jack in the corner. Of course, Ganymede Ganymede and Carnal, their weakness
Yeah,
would
you could
be immunity
you could
slash
even
flinch.
ban out the
As we see an
Lulu in
Abelio
this case.
response,
I
this
think I
is
would ban
just
out Lulu
against
over
Malong,
Abelio.
and overall just
Abelio's
insane
kind of
damage.
annoying-ish,
He's got
but
it all.
Okay,
Lulu's
Abelio has
better.
been picked by Jack before, so it's not going to be too shocking. We knew that he had that monster in his pocket.
Yep, and Tara's
the
ban
Hunter
also
is
makes
being
sense.
banned out. Doesn't want to have to deal with that against the end. Lulu and friends being taken out of the board as well.
Yeah, I mean, Jack showing that even though
Yeah, I
Void
wonder
Baby
if this
feels counter
Abelio is
so
gonna do
strong,
work.
he is not worried about that unit whatsoever. Everything on
But
the line.
yeah, you're
Once
just
again,
resetting.
for
Oh,
Oki!
bad.
Oh,
Bad,
my
Okeanos.
goodness.
Bad.
It's not like this is just gonna end the game, but Oki has just been doing this so many times today that every time he takes a turn, I'm actually
Yikes.
nervous.
Yeah.
So then
it's
your
really
setup
just
for
been this
Diana's a
nerve-wracking
lot
point
worse.
Wherever we see Okeanos, because there's so much relying on him to
Could
happen.
you potentially?
Yeah, I mean,
No, there's not
Patter's trying
even.
to do
You're
some
not even
follow-up,
close to
but
like
there's
killing
just
that
not
with a
enough
Molo.
damage onto Diana because she is so tanky. Carnal already locking down the stuns,
Yikes.
recognizing that Fran, if she uses skill 3, the monsters will
Yikes.
stay
Okay,
stunned.
Jack is suddenly in a
Okay,
really
so
good
taking
spot because
advantage
Diana's
of that
gonna
knowledge
do
against
heavy
Poor
work.
Baby. The stun, as you mentioned, will still stick through.
Yeah, I mean,
I think
at
you have
this
to S2.
point, Molong
I think you
keeping
have to
Reckless's
S2.
now, there will be no follow-up damage, so smartly played.
I would have S2
Definitely
there, I
do
think.
not wanna use
It's
that.
risk, but I
Fran
would have
right
done
now
it.
just gonna be able to
Diana was
utilize
taking
her
turn
skill
anyhow.
two. Pew Pew does not get the
No
circle
strip,
look
which
at
is
the
pretty big.
damage.
Diana going to still
No
put
strip
that damage
is
down.
pretty
No strip
big
is
there.
a little bit unfortunate for Jack, but the damage has already been done. Now waiting on Abelio.
Yeah, I mean, he's got skill 3 available. He's
There's a
safe
whole
here
bunch
for
of procs
Molong, but
everywhere.
to be honest, he did have Ventilate for Abelio, so I would have liked to see the attack bar being pushed up, but it is no
Okay,
big
how much
worries.
provokes
Pattern is here.
2?
Whenever he is CC'd,
That
he does
armor break though,
cleanse
is that
it.
gonna
So
make
now
work?
Okeanos
Yeah,
will
but
have
you
the
don't want to
open
really
field.
use it.
Okay, Okeanos, you do have
Is
another
that
chance
enough?
when your turn
Is that
comes
enough?
around. Right now, Fran most likely looking to just keep herself topped up.
Yeah, I mean,
That is
right
70,
now,
that is
the
70.
Molong finally does have a good angle for, not Reckless.
It was 70!
Keep in mind, as soon as
I
saw
would have
the
done it.
kill.
I'm pretty sure that was
Okay,
70.
So correctly moving.
I would have done
away
it.
from
Wait,
that, Diana
wait,
has another
Okeanos
chance
cuts.
here.
Okeanos cuts, well, doesn't have
Risky
skills.
move,
But
as
still,
we see
heavy
Okeanos
damage.
moving, it has been reset, so there
So
is no
pretty much that was like a
great
19 hit normal.
Diana gonna be able to just pile more damage now onto the
Ooh, he
Fran,
gets so much
as we see the
procs.
Wild
He gets
Cure,
so much procs.
24,000.
Huge heals coming out for Abelio, keeping everyone
Eesh.
topped up.
Yeah, I mean,
Eesh.
the heals are definitely one of the
I
biggest
would have
pains
risked
for
that
Baby right
Reckless,
now. The
pretty
Molong
sure.
has not been able to find a good angle. But
This is
finally,
not 70.
Finally,
Is it
just
time?
thinking
No,
about it
this is not,
again.
this is not.
He's just scared of the healing, right? So he's still looking for
No.
the perfect.
Why are you armor breaking something you're not hitting? Last time you had an armor break on it, you didn't want to kill it either. I know you have to get rid of Diana, but why the fuck would you armor break Carnal then?
Diana now looking to finish the job against Fran. Now Fran is out of the picture.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
Diana,
for Baby
she's been working
had
on
some
that
shots,
Fran for a
but
while now.
not
Finally getting
anymore.
The kill secured at this point. Diana, she
This thing's
been
gone pro.
uncontested because the resets out of Gani were just
The
keeping Oki locked
predictability.
down.
So for Baby,
Rip for
looking
Baby.
a little bit dicey now. Jack looks so comfortable despite this mind game back and forth of who is going to take opportunities, who's going to seize those windows that come their way.
Carnal with the response of his own. Stuns are coming out, and Patter is one turn away from skill 3. If he does not proc, Oki's just gonna be continuing to be sitting out of the game.
Jack is having better proc rates as well.
And at that point, Baby
Jack
says,
had a
"I don't
higher
really
proc
have
rate
too
for
many
sure.
options here." He's going
But
to get the
drafting
surrender, and
wise,
Jack
if he couldn't get
will
rid of the
get
Diana,
the
he was fucked
win.
anyhow.
Jack leads 1-0
But I
in
think he
this
could get rid of the
best
Diana.
five,
Even if it would
bringing
cost
out
your
the
friend, it was
familiar
worth to get
monsters
rid of the Diana.
against
Just by
Poor
doing
Baby.
no heal
Yeah, I
as 1
mean,
into Reckless.
This guy,
Instead
every
of
time
healing
I see
yourself.
him, he is not phased by whatever his opponents bring. He's always got a strategy, and man, this game just showed why Diana has such a good win rate.
Diana continuing to be this very, very powerful monster.
Abelio
Not at the
high,
top of the
worth
priority
high
yet compared to some of the
efficient
other ones
runes.
that we've been
It's a
seeing,
good
and
counter against
constantly being
Molong,
respect, but
because you
still
cannot
comfortable
really
enough that
Reckless
players
Assault
are okay
Molong
picking
because
for second
Abelio
right
would
in
get
those
his
second
turn.
round picks,
Is
and
it
they're
worth
able
high
to make
runes?
things happen.
I
Now with
don't
the
know.
pre-ban for game number 2.
It's one of those really niche units. Well, you do see a lot of
Molongs
Molongs again, so then Abelio gets some more value.
Yeah, I
but
mean, you
I don't know.
can't help but wonder, right?
Viras, you're
Molong,
slacking.
We've talked about how he's so strong, but we've clearly
Viras
seen
disconnected again.
Abelio being too much of a presence for Molong to handle, and that being on the field is now always going to be putting
Heroes
some
is
pressure
slacking.
on Molong
You
as we see
freaking
Sierra, a very
slacker.
good consistent pick.
Yep, 9 wins and 8 losses, so hovering right about 50%, but Sierra always going to be that
I
reliable
think Diana
first
passes
pick
need to
and
nerf
do
50%
so much
attack
for
per one
you.
crit.
And
No,
now,
that
of course,
would
paired
ruin
with the
Diana like
that
right
is
away.
a tried and true combo that Jack is considering.
Surprisingly though,
Okay,
Sierra
so
win
are we
rate
gonna
did
see
drop,
Higgins?
and now it is sitting at like 52%.
Ganny's solid
So
pick
it's
with
not
that.
like, you know, I pick Sierra, I win. It is
Sure.
now
Lulu
just a good
Hagang
pick.
would work.
It's just a good pick.
Kiana would be
It's still worth
decent-ish.
considering, right? You know what that monster is capable of, still provides a lot of value. It just seems that there have been many other monsters that the players are considering in Group A.
Hey, we got them both. We got them both on the other side. Where are we going? Hagang 4-1. Not bad, not bad. Hagang, good unit, good unit.
Of course, not
Yeah, that combination of Lulu, Ragdoll, Hagang is really bad for Gianna.
Yeah, I mean, 80% win rate he is showing.
Diana?
Hagang is still a
Not
monster
sure.
we look
Diana
at
to
whenever the
Hagang is also
opponent picks
not
Rippers.
that
Of
great.
course, Diana being here for Jack. Again, he feels confident with this pick off of last game. He is thinking of the last
How about low the
pick.
stun rate
He
of
has
both
a
as
lot
well?
of win
Yeah,
right
would work.
now. Yeonhong.
And a Yeonhong. I like that Yeonhong.
I
like that Yeonhong.
Well.
He could potentially go for a what's it called? Rika-ish?
Eventually falling in a
No, not sure if that's good.
match
I like the draft of Jack.
What does he have prepared
I'm not
here?
sure what
To be
would
honest,
work.
Jack's draft is
Juno?
about
Not
like
really.
2019
Antares?
right
Maybe.
now. That's when Sierra, Ganny, Gianna,
I think
Yeonhong was
Antares
such a
banning
strong
out
combo.
the
As we see,
Gianna.
Philippi still
Okay,
good
he's
in
gonna ban out
2021 as a
Gianna,
poor
I
baby
guess.
takes out an Artemil.
Okay, so Artemil
So I guess we
coming
got
out
Hagang
4-4,
ban and
baby. We've seen
a
it
Yeonhong
once
ban, or
before
maybe a Lulu
today.
ban.
Didn't
This
have
could
a
work
chance
too.
to really do much in that game.
One
See if
shoe,
things
2
is going to be
feet with the
different.
primer. Appreciate it, my man. I don't have like
Jack
the
leading
notification thing
1-0
popping up right
in
now.
this best
Gotta
of
fix
5.
that.
The winner gets to move
So
on
we
to
have
the
Sierra
APAC
ban
Cup.
and Lulu ban.
friends,
Didn't really
Sierra
expect
being
Sierra
banned out
ban,
from
to be
either
honest,
side.
but
Now
Lulu
VoD
ban
maybe
makes
trying
sense.
to tie it up in this game too.
But
Right, so the
I
ban from
favor
VoD baby on
Jack's
Sierra was pretty
draft
telegraphed
here, I
because the
think.
double bomb coming out of Sierra and Gianna would be able to lock out the Artemil effectively. So now Artemil being on the field as a consistent threat. Can Diana do
Ooh,
anything
Reese's
as
lead
the bomb
popping
here
off.
misses?
Oh, gets resisted. No bombs on Artemil. So Jack not
Would
off
you
to the
S3?
greatest of starts here in
Apparently
game
not.
number 2.
Yeah, I mean, Oki, he finally gets the job done.
Okay.
Poor Okeanos gets picked
Oh,
off.
Whoa,
Oh
whoa,
my
whoa, 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 the Hagang, man, the
Triple
Hagang.
stun.
Landing on
Strangers
all
to
wind
town
elements,
out of Hagang.
stripping and
It's giving me
stunning 2.
flashbacks to yesterday.
Hagang just
Or
really
3.
hitting
Did he
it
strip
when
3?
it
I think he
matters,
stripped 3.
getting those stuns.
Yeah, and Gianna once again gonna be trying to land the bomb because this is gonna be
Ooh,
the
Artemil's
threat now.
doing work.
Okeanos,
Would you
you
throw
wanna
it
use
back?
Rain of Stones, you gotta take the bomb damage.
Yeah,
That is the trade-off. And
I
poor
wouldn't
Baby
throw
will
it
take
as well, no.
He connects 2 stuns.
Poor baby takes the risk, does a lot of damage, and the stuns coming out as well. Diana just trying to shield up to keep the team going.
That bomb is going to hurt.
Ooh,
Does a
Yeonhong
decent
proc.
amount of damage as
Yeonhong
Yeonhong
proc.
procs, giving
That
the
is
temper
really
over
big.
to
That is
Gianna.
really, really
She
big.
was in kill range, but no longer.
Those heals
But
are
we have
huge.
heals
We're
coming
still
up
seeing
from
the power
Ara, right?
sustain here in game 2 between these two players.
Yeonhong with the pro.
Oh,
my gosh, I was
nasty
afraid
proc,
that Okeanos
nasty
was gonna live
proc.
through that, but Yeonhong finishes the job.
That proc was able to secure the deal before things went Ari, and now at this point,
Ooh,
Yeonhong is sitting
Jack
there
is
a
kinda
little bit
luck-sucking.
exposed.
He's kinda
As poor
luck
Baby,
sucking.
realizing that he wants to kill Yeonhong because that is Jack's only sustain.
Has this opportunity. Of course, we'll see if he's able to carry it through.
Mr. Chunk procs, he's having the real key procs, and I think do we have ventilate into Yeonhong S3? Can you stun this Yeonhong? Really important right now. No stuns, no ventilate though. Don't proc again, man. No critter though.
Not able to top herself back up.
Okay,
and
okay,
more
we got
stuns
that.
coming out from Hagang as well.
At this point, he should definitely be going for the kill on Yeonhong because Diana
Okay, is he
has
going
shields
shields?
ready
I
to
wouldn't go
And
shields.
Diana's probably just gonna shield
Shield
anyways,
doesn't do
because,
too
like I
much,
said,
to be
when
honest.
Artemil is there, it is very risky for Diana to transform.
So Jack just trying to play it as safe as possible. Does get the bomb onto the Ragdoll.
Yeah, I mean, the bomb is definitely going to help. Once Ragdoll is down, it is going to be Artemil left alone as the threat. The stuns are connecting from Artemil, but the heal is not available.
Jack not
If he
able
can
to
get
top
rid of
back
the
up, so now it's a
Gianna,
bit of a race
if you
for
trade
time
Gianna for
Jack
Ragdoll,
as
I
he tries
think.
to just
Oh,
do
miss
enough
crit.
damage, but I don't know if it's gonna happen.
Yeah, on the bottom
landing
land.
from Gianna is going to be absolutely
This is
huge.
tricky. This
It
is
is
hella
put
tricky.
A leash onto Artemil now. Things are
Artemil
looking
glanced.
a little bit dicey for Baby at this point. He is landing the stuns, but
Oh.
look at the bomb.
Oh, the bomb right before she goes
Ooh,
out now.
would you put
taking down
shields? No,
on
shields are
Artemil.
useless.
This might be the decision
I would
maker.
switch. I would
Jack,
kill.
has he
I would
done it?
switch. I
Has
would
he
switch.
waited long
I
enough
would
to make it
hella
happen?
switch your ass.
To be honest,
The bomb would kill
feel
if he
like
would
could've
switch into S2.
transformed there
The
to
bomb
get
kills
damage
anyways.
done, but he knew
I would
that
have
his
switched into
Gianna's
S2
high on
100%
attack, and
because
look
then
at that.
the bomb would have killed
Wow.
guaranteed.
Jack
This one was still,
Off of the
you're not
bomb,
sure.
That one bomb at the end on the Artemil
But that
really
bomb
securing
was
that win.
was
If it
clutch.
wasn't
Those
for
bomb
that,
lands were
we
very
might have
clutch.
still had a lot of questions remaining as the game continues. But Jack is now going to be leading 2-0
But he had two really key
against
procs, one to kill and one to
He is
survive.
prepared to take this best of 5.
Without those,
Yeah, I mean, I
if
said
you only
that
had one of
Jack
those two, it would
brought
be
the old meta comp,
really
but it showed
50-50.
why it was such
With
a
those
good
procs,
pick back in the
it
meta,
got it into
and
his favor.
Still is a great pick. He's an expert at utilizing the Sierra and Gianna.
That is true. He has been very, very reliant on those oracles, and he's been making it happen for Baby. If you lose this next
Good pick,
game,
Arda?
you will be
Not
out of the
sure,
tournament.
not
Your
sure.
son's second baby is cheering for you, already waiting.
To be
in
honest,
the
if
APAC
that
Cup.
Arda
You
was a
have to try to make
Kaki?
comeback as
No,
we
wait,
go
the
to
Kinky?
Game 3 of the losers
Maybe would have
bracket
been better.
finals. The pre-bans are out. Sierra being banned out yet again
Maybe, I
alongside
don't know.
Ragdoll.
For Baby,
It's not the worst pick, but Arda's kind of out of meta.
This is a strategy that should work on paper against Jack because we know that Sierra and Gianna are some of his mainly used combos. But of course, Jack, being such a mighty player that he is, he's always got different responses.
Jack just seems so well prepared to adapt to the situation. Just small changes
Lulu
here
Carno.
and there, and he's able to tweak what might look on the surface like a same comp, but still
Ragdoll.
answer to different
Ragdoll
opponents.
Yana?
As he locks in, Lulu and Friends and Carnal still just more quiet.
No, wait,
and
he doesn't have
reliable
Yana,
picks
but Ragdoll he does.
initially. No big surprises for Baby. I mean, your back is up against the wall, like you said, Peter. Maybe you bring out something crazy here to try to throw off Jack.
I mean, absolutely. So far, these 3 picks went exactly as it did earlier on in Game 1, and that's the one that
Okeanos,
poor Baby lost.
fair.
He is going
Danny,
for
fair.
Okeanos. I am just questioning that
Not
right
saying too
now
much.
because
Ragdoll ban. Oh yeah, true,
Okeanos
true.
is not a friendly sight today.
Okeanos,
That is very
throughout
true.
the APAC preliminaries so far in Group A just hasn't been that reliable. On paper, we all know why Okeanos continues to show up, but the actual execution hasn't quite been there. Hasn't really been able to pull through for his summoners. So for Baby, I mean, taking maybe a bit of a risk here based on just the numbers.
Nessa,
so
we
far,
haven't seen
and
many
Jack
Nessas.
going
I
to
think
continue
throughout
switching
like
things up
both
himself,
NA
which is
and
nice.
Korea, I think we have
A
seen
little
Nessa
bit
just
of a
once, and it didn't do
defensive
so
pick
well.
into Vanessa. This can be the bane for players sometimes because Vanessa, she is great.
Pater
at
is a good
protecting one
counter into
ally,
Gianna
that
as
is
long
pretty
as
good
there
ball. She
is
great
no
at, as we see Pater
other
Roach
units
coming
to
out
push
for
back or
Baby. The
reset.
only difference is that
Pater's
Genny
kind of
being
hard
there,
counted
of
by
course,
Genny
allows
and
Oki
by
to always get a second
ooh,
chance.
I like
That
that
is going to
draft
help
of
in
4
the way of
baby, kind of.
consistency.
But I'm not sure if it
Tetra
has
is
enough
going to be
juice to
responsive
actually
to
kill stuff.
Gianna.
Okay, so Tetra being the last pick. For
Last pick could
Baby,
be like
Jack,
a
what is
Savannah
your final
or
pick?
a
If you win this,
Chung
you
Pang.
move on to the APAC Cup.
Faint
You
use
will
yes
get
they won.
revenge
Oh,
on the
okay.
Baby family
Then
after
that
you
was the only
lost
one
the
that was
second
used.
baby yesterday. Jack,
But I only
can
seen
make
one.
it a clean
Nessa to
3-0
Genny Oki,
in the
yeah,
losers
it's
bracket
not
finals of
great,
Group
but
A in the APAC
third.
preliminaries. It's going to be
Okay, I
Vertigo.
would say with
Yeah,
that
I mean,
third, it
these
means
picks
that
coming out were not-
Okeanos
it's
is
not-
banned and
not
he's
what we're
trying
used
to
today,
lap a
you
lot
know,
of
the
times.
bruisers that we've
I would say
seen.
Okeanos ban Lulu ban.
It's more like supports that counter each other. So these
Jack
players
lost?
putting
I'm
a
not
lot
sure.
of
I
emphasis
actually,
right
that
now
vert
on
is not
countering
bad. That
each
vert is
other's
not bad.
strategy.
It seems much more about, as
But
you
Lulu
said,
ban,
trying to
Okeanos
match
ban, I
up
would
the
say.
cards against each other to try to get one
Yeah, that
small
vert
win,
has to be
rather
Vio.
than all inning on the damage and trying to make it happen early on in the game. The timer is now running down.
Lulu ban, Molong ban. Okay, then your vert is in a role of pain.
So
Your
this
vert is
time,
gonna
it
be
is
in a role
going
of
to
fucking
be
pain.
A lot of CC on the side of 4Baby, and his opponent
Sure,
is
like Molong
exposed.
has potential to
There's no
kill it,
immunity, no cleanse.
but
Once get
you
locked
still
down, so it is
have
important
other
for this
stuff
Gianna to
laying up,
lock down
so...
as many things as
Ooh, the
possible.
Pater is too slow. You can
Has
actually
the
stun. The
opportunity
Pater is
to
too
go for
slow.
three.
Gianna doing Gianna things.
That
Gianna doing
is
Gianna
rough,
things.
misses.
Oh
That's
my
a
Well,
good
Okeanos doing
miss.
Okeanos things.
Misses
We're
off
going
of
back and
misses
forth.
here in the most important game for these players in the APAC preliminaries.
Yeah, but one good thing is that, of course, 4Baby has the pattern there, so the CC doesn't really matter. He can just cleanse everything off right away.
Just waiting for that turn to come by. So both players off to a slow start. Jack just needs this game win to move on to the APAC Cup.
Yeah, I mean, Tetra, she's got the cleanse, but we know that Patter's gonna move anyways.
Jack still has a
Cleanse
decent shot, I would
so
say.
he's gonna utilize the skill 2 for the
Depends on like the Okeanos S3 rotations at some point.
Alive. There you go. As you mentioned, Patter comes out and cleanses.
Yeah, I mean, this cleanse is always consistent as the stun.
Doesn't do too much damage, but we're gonna go into like resist or like resist and then more rain of stones. This Verd is in a roll of pain. He had to get that Okeanos out of the field.
Yeah, the second chance that we talked about, Gani providing for Okeanos, is proving to be a very mighty threat as Gani
we got procs back.
This is going to grab even more
Yes, he done. It was a counter. Not sure if triple counter. Jack knows.
We questioned the Okeanos pick after we've seen the performance of that monster
Jack knows.
so far here in the APAC preliminaries.
The Gianna got the hell of fucked.
In that Oki, making the combos happen with Ganymede, and he takes the victory. The game still goes on 1-2 against Jack.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that Verd was the best pick there. No.
Is not over. I gotta play more games. I can't lose 3-0. My son is waiting on me. I need to win this.
The son cheering, second baby cheering him on and just sending him that message right before the finals, and of course waiting to make sure they can continue playing together in the SWC 2021. Second baby is cheering for you, 4 baby. What can you make happen as we go into game 4? Jack still, of course, at match point. If he wins, he moves on to the APAC Cup. Last time we saw Molong and then Patter being banned out by Jack. Wonder if that changes here in game 4.
Yeah, that's a great point that you brought up. Sierra and Ragdoll have been pretty consistent pre-bans, but as far as Molong and Patter goes, that we have seen only once. The players are taking a lot of time to think about it, so this tells me that they probably are going to switch it up.
Yeah, definitely some different considerations coming up.
Conto's gonna guarantee 4-baby wins. Well, he has to win 2 more, so
I mean, 4-baby just
he's not there yet. He's not there yet. Molong ban, Okeanos ban.
Gets banned out this time around. It just did too much damage.
First pick Sierra.
Yeah, I mean,
first pick Lulu. First pick
a,
Lulu.
Example, right? One of the OG comms back in the days, when it comes to CC, Yanni and Oki were always there as consistent options. And
Sierra first pick, okay, Lulu Karn on the other side. No, wait. 4-baby doesn't pick that much Karn, but he does pick Lulu.
Out of the game as well.
Lulu Ragdoll.
Still old reliable for Jack. Jack has been relying on this Wind Oracle all this time. Ganymede being secured early for 4-baby alongside
Ganymede's
Lulu
pretty early in this case.
Yeah, I mean, we're seeing 4-baby put a lot of emphasis on this combo, right? Ganymede plus something. It has
Gianna is available, but I think he just picks Gany so he doesn't get...
Number 4, feeling confident.
What stops Gianna user from using CP? I don't know. They don't like CP. Like, all of Korea doesn't like CP. I use CP, not a lot, but I don't know.
Of his comp.
Jack,
I don't know why Gianna users don't like CP. It's actually pretty good. Like pushback, second, like a second stripper, everything.
So
pretty solid.
If he's able to fix that here in the losers bracket finals.
Artemio is counted to Diana, and Antares is counted to Diana.
No surprises there.
Not bad, not bad.
Baby, he saw that this Artemio pick did not work.
Jack has to go some form of immunity right now, otherwise last pick is gonna be Rika or Balanus or anything. They don't like Balanus either. Balanus is pretty decent. Rika would annihilate that shit. I haven't seen a single freaking Sion.
Antares always there.
Gianna makes sense. Gianna plus
you mentioned the Sierra Gianna
Fran.
combo. Jack's still going to go for it alongside the Fran. Now 4-baby. If
he's going pretty like I'm gonna try to luck a bit of it.
What changes here from that round 1?
Okay. Actually, there is good potential for Sierra with a boosted bomb, so an attack buff bomb, to instantly die, or to instantly kill the Antares. So I think Gianna has to be banned. Oh, they banned pretty fast. Gianna ban, Lulu ban. Makes sense on both sides, but I think there is a good shot that Antares dies on turn 1, and then it's gonna be pretty difficult for 4-baby. Yeah, I also don't like the Artemio. I don't like I like the what's it called? I like the Antares into Diana, but I don't like the Artemio. He is on will runes though. He is on will runes, but still, he's dead on turn 1. He's dead turn 1.
this does mean that the bomb is going to be the follow-up very soon. Of course, Fran immunity does mean Ganny cannot do anything. We are looking at the bomb to land.
Derek Carioca, it's your kind of Sierra.
It's not going to find that value right away.
Right. At
Rips.
this point, Diana, she is going to be locked down for even longer because
oh, and a stun as well. And a stun as well. Otherwise, he had the second bomb up. If he took a normal turn, then you gave the turn with Yan Hong, Sierra would have had another bomb. And it's done again. Yeah, now you have to reset on the Yan Hong. Nasty, nasty.
Lock down the attack bar, of course.
Rip.
The reset is gonna go on to the one that
And
can
Terrace.
I
would S2. I would S2 for HP. Well, he's gonna heal here anyway.
And still continues to put that slow on the Sierra as well, just trying to make sure that they keep her at bay.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, everything is
He's not gonna switch. He's gonna S1 probably again. Stun on Diana, that's pretty big as well.
Just no stuns for you, Diana. You take that right back, and 4Baby seems to have the groove.
This Artemil is stunning so much. This Artemil is stunning so much. Oh, Jack is still. Jack is still on that bomb and lose. He would have won if that bomb would have hit instantly.
You mentioned it, Peter. You called it out. You said if you're going for that Artemil again, you better.
Arda doing Arda things, yeah.
4Baby makes it work.
Yeah, that bomb, man. That bomb.
Comes back and he's able
that bomb was
to
it
go
all.
forward against Jack into game number 5.
Yes, this is exactly what we want to see out of finals. This is the reason that it's
I give my victory to Jack, to be honest. I would prefer Jack to win, to be honest.
Is higher than ever.
It is going down to the
well, Jack was pretty lucky in the first few matches too. So kind of, to be honest, kind of even on luck, I would say. Jack was more lucky in like early few matches, and 4Baby is more lucky in the last two.
To challenge the world, the pre-bans, we're going right back to round 1.
But Jack should have won last one, pretty sure.
That is the bread and butter for these players. They feel pretty.
That's the thing, still someone is learning.
And 4Baby going for Molong again.
Molong just seems to be this comfort first pick for 4Baby.
Yeah, pretty much. We have a lot of like 5 games for like the final round. Yesterday with NA, both rounds to get into the cup were both 5s. Was both 2-3s.
Okeanos, he's made some redemption before, so this time I will give him the benefit of doubt. 4Baby, he's also being careful now, utilizing whatever times he's got. The Molly coming out. That
Molly, safe pick. One of those typical safe picks.
Yeah,
not sure it's necessarily good.
To Lulu and friends. The
he's actually the only player that still uses Pater quite so.
For 4Baby just seems very comfortable on how he can utilize that for the rest of his composition.
What's it called? Ageni from... Yeah, exactly. Ageni from Jack's side is really good now. Because Pater is hard countered by Ageni and Okeanos. Mainly Ageni though.
Because Ganny.
Hey gang, okay, fair.
When you have the Ganny, it's like having insurance.
There you go. Has another chance to go at it so that reliability kind of gets buffed
and a
up
Diana.
for Okeanos.
You could potentially go Molong and remove the healing. Well, Pater has slight healing too as well.
Yeah,
or remove the Molly and you don't go Molong, you go Antares. Something like that, I'm not sure. And here he is taking more time to decide if that's really. But yeah, do you want to like your final pick, your final match on an Antares? I'm not sure.
Wants to go to that APAC Cup. He wants
Yan
to get
Hong.
revenge. He's
More of a
going
safe
to
pick, yes.
with Yan Hong, who has
I would
proven so
probably
helpful for him
remove
in the past.
Diana in this case.
So it seems like
remove Diana, other side, remove Ganny.
From his previous strategies around Diana, and he
Molong,
feels comfortable even without the Entourage there. He's just gonna let it through, and Molong.
Then Okeanos wears the damage, Gianna's damage, and Yan Hong is damage. Not a lot. That is true. Jack is lacking some damage on. But I think I would have. I don't know. Molong Ben is not bad. I think 4Baby has this one.
In the APAC preliminaries, the winner makes it to the APAC Cup.
Because damaging that much on a Diana is pretty difficult.
Always starting off games, and and now he is thinking
with a molly in
of
there
getting some,
and not having armor
I would
breaks or
say
anything.
skill one.
Yeah,
because of
not
Hagon.
too many options there. Yeah, as you mentioned, you've got the Hagon, you've got
I would have
some
opted
other
to
options as
reset
well.
The
Diana
insurance not
over
being
Payer,
there
to be
means
honest.
Oki's gonna miss.
Okeanos!
But rip
No, you're
Okeanos.
falling in your trust yet again. What will we do?
At this point,
Why weren't you in
I'm
America's
sure
Cup?
Jack is
Well,
as
because I'm not in
disappointed
America.
as us, because Patter, with the immunity, is just going to cancel
That
out
makes a
whatever
lot of sense,
the
right?
Okeanos can do. He's not even using it yet because he knows he can use it as a cleanse later.
He still has so many options. He doesn't have to preemptively use it if the Okeanos isn't hitting his effects anyway. So Lulu
That Diana's gonna do a lot of pew-pew.
Gets the immunity onto the Okeanos for now.
Yeah, and
Wait, where are you?
Diana
I'm in
has
the
a
Netherlands.
free field. It
I played
feels
for
like it's
Euro
been
Cup
such
for
a
the
long
last
time since Diana was allowed
3
to
years,
do this, so
4 years.
really the pew-pews are coming out. It's gonna chunk her down to about 50%.
Gianna sitting pretty low. Has an opportunity here to put some
Would you attack other units right now so the bomb would go up?
Will not be able to
Or
get
the
much
attack
done,
bar would go
and
up?
At this point,
No.
poor baby is sitting here feeling very comfortable.
Yeah, poor baby just going to.
Why did he not S3
continues
though?
to get his turns through. He's waiting. The Rain of Stones comes out.
Yeah, and it gets
You can,
a lot
he
of
can
stuns.
actually make that
This
bomb
is
pop.
only the Hagon,
Why did he not do
which
that?
I'm sure Jack
I
is
would make,
not
yeah, he can
worried
make this
about.
bomb pop. Hit other units than Diana.
Some value coming back for Okeanos. This is
Put the bomb on Diana and start hitting other units. Start hitting other units! Hit other units, hit other units. What are you doing? Hit other units, give it a tech bar. Okay, because of the proc you kill anyways. Wait, if he survives? Oh, it was so close, man. I would so hit other units. Give Diana a tech bar. Give Diana a tech bar. Just let those bombs do their work, man. You did double bombs for nothing right now. I would hit. I would have so hit other units there.
Now there's no threat on the side of poor baby, and those bombs
Diana
were
gets
not
so
gonna
much
come
attack
anyways
bar.
because Patter was gonna
But he
move
has a
right,
good shot
so
right
it
now. I
only
did not
also was
expect he
damage, and
like
damage
artifact
to Jack.
damage his way through like enough. Jack
Jack
has a chance. Jack's gonna win. Man, Yon Hong damage too much. Yon Hong damage too much.
Not looking so hot. Patter also about to get taken away from the board. And
GG.
there we go.
GG.
Says, you know what? I don't have a way
That
out
was a
of
lot
this.
more damage than I
Jack
expected,
is
but
going
4k,
to win it
4.5k's
in
per
a
S2 of
3-2
the
match. He
Yon
is
Hong.
now
That's a lot of
playing
damage. That's
2-3-2.
actually a lot of damage.
Best of fives this weekend, but he will secure
But yeah, he
his
could have
second
played that
spot
one more clean.
going
He could have played that one way more
of the
clean.
APAC Cup.
Jack does not let us down. We've been hyping him up.
But yeah.
He's the final boss of today. We've been saying
A
since
fair
the broadcast
winner, fair
started,
winner.
And he lives up to his title, takes down a mighty opponent in for baby.
Yeah, Jack, you gotta give a round
No
of applause
content,
for this
Sag.
guy.
We had
Working
enough
what he
content
had,
with like
able to
freaking
switch things
Water
up
Bison
against all
doing
of his
nothing.
opponents. Able to carry out 2 best of 5. Sure, he lost yesterday to second baby, but he